Up a 3rd down and 7. Not much doing there as Alex Felver made the stop.
So you get into a 3rd and long situation. Tigers going to have to rely on their quarterback, sophomore Aiden Hockenbrock, comes in 813 yards on the season. Started out really hot. The passing game has slowed down a bit. They're going to have to get him going here.
3rd and 7 from the Tiger 40. Play action. Hockenbrock back to pass. He looks, he fires. It's going to be caught. We'll see where the forward progress is. It's going to be enough for a 1st down. Good pass there as Kissinger picks up 9 and the 1st down to keep the Tiger offense on the field.
On time and on target, Dave. Hockenbrock with the play action sweep, sets in the pocket and finds Kissinger, sophomore to sophomore connection there on a nice route. 1st down Tigers.
And that's good confidence booster after the passing game struggled the last few weeks. Handoff goes to Braden Andrews. He breaks a couple tackles. Nice run there. He picks up 6. Andrews career high 204 rushing yards last week after having 152 the week before.
Yeah, Andrews really starting to get going, and they're going to count on him. That time running hard, hit near the line of scrimmage, kept the feet churning, kept those legs moving. Big, tough pickup there. Promising start here for this Tiger offense to open things out on this opening drive.
2nd and 4 from the Montoursville 45. Pitch to Andrews. He's going to try and get the edge. He gets a 1st down and more. He's inside the 30. Good piece of running there. You always have to look back, Casey, to see if there's any flags because they have haunted the Tigers. It doesn't appear there is any. It'll be a 2nd 1st down on this drive. That gain is 18 yards for Andrew.
It was sprung by the left guard, Jude Bremagen, pulling out there. The senior captain, returning All-Stater, being a leader for this team with a whopping block on the left edge. He sprung Andrews for the big gain.
Ball's at the 27. Hockenbrock hands it off to Pyatt. Spins off a 1 tackle, but he's going to be stopped by Hayden Harvey. Harvey, just a sophomore, very good wrestler as well. Stops him for no gain. And Casey, going back to Bremagen, the play before, he took his elbow brace off. He missed the first few weeks of the season after having off-season surgery, and he took the brace off there before as excellent pulling block. No gain from Pyatt, 2nd and 10 here for the Tiger offense. Pitch to Garcia. He's going to try and get the edge, and he's not going to be able to do it. As again, it's Harvey making the stop, this time on the other side of the field. Garcia picks up a yard on the play, but not anything more than that.
Great job by Harvey there, coast to coast, or I should say sideline to sideline, making that tackle, chasing down Garcia. Really good job there from Montoursville. Going to force another 3rd and long. Tigers getting near the red zone. Let's see if they go back to the air to try to convert.
3rd and 9 from the 26. Hockenbrock's back to pass. Screen to Andrews. Read out beautifully for a loss by guess who? Harvey again there to make the stop.
Yeah, didn't fool Montoursville one bit on the screenplay. Got to do a better job, I think, of selling that if you're the Tigers. But Harvey with 3 straight plays single-handedly going to stop this Tiger driver. Force a 4th down, we should say. Tigers at the 31, really with no other choice here other than to go for it.
6-yard loss on that play. Certainly 4-down territory.
Malikoski lined out wide left. I think the Tigers are going to look to try to get him going deep.
4th and 14 from the 31. Hockenbrock back to pass. He completes it to Malikoski, and Malikoski does a good job of getting near the sticks, and he does get enough for the 1st down as he takes it to the 16-yard line, a gain of 15, as we are now in the Blaze Alexander red zone. This red zone potential scoring drive brought to you by Blaze Alexander Chrysler, Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat of Lewisburg. 1st down from the 16. Not much doing there as Pyatt might have got 3 on the play. He actually got more than I originally had thought.
Dave, just going back to that 4th down conversion, Malikoski lined up out to the far side. Perfect back shoulder delivery from Hockenbrock. Another sophomore to sophomore connection. He caught it just in front of the stick. It looked like he drugged the defender an extra yard. Huge conversion to keep this drive rolling for the Tigers.
2nd and 7 from the Warrior 13. Handoff goes to Andrews. He's going to get to the 10-yard line to pick up 3 more. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 here for the Tigers.
Almost 5 minutes gone here on this opening drive. Tigers, I wouldn't say methodically, but they keep plodding their way down the field. A couple of big conversions. But now in here in the red area, we always talk about it. It gets a little bit tougher to convert. He did a good job staying ahead of the chains. 2 downs to pick up 4 yards here for the Tigers.
Double tight end formation as Fedorov's in the game. Handoff goes to Andrews, and he slips, actually. Pancake block by Bremagen, but Andrews slipped up at the line of scrimmage, bringing up a 4th down.
Oh, Dave, that's too bad for Andrews because it was green turf ahead of him. Like you called out perfectly, Bremagen pulling from his left guard position with the pancake blocked. Tigers appeared to have that one lined up for a touchdown for Andrews, just not able to keep his footing. Now going back to another 4th down conversion to try to get some points on this drive.
4th down and 4 to go from Montoursville's 10-yard line with exactly 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Hockenbrock back to pass. He's going to roll out. He's going to keep it, and he slips up short, it appears, by about a half a yard. Looked like he had the 1st down, but he's not able to get it. So the Warriors defense bends but doesn't break.
Yeah, and wow, Dave, if you're Southern Columbia, you drive the length of the field, and I don't even know who you award those tackles to on the last 2 plays. Really unfortunate for the Tigers. They executed well in both the rushing and passing game, just not able to stay on their feet, tripping before picking up a 1st down on 3rd and 4th down. Now Montoursville with the chance to start a drive of their own.
Handoff goes to Banks, and Banks gets a nice run on 1st down. The drive started at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, Christian Banks, Dave, the junior running back, number 0 for Montoursville.
There is an injured player down, though, Casey. I don't know if that's Banks or not. He picked up 5 on the play. Yeah, it is Banks, so hoping for Banks, the junior, that he's okay. But there's an injury timeout, so we'll take one as well. No score here with 5:36 left in the first quarter. We'll be back after this break.
Need a dependable contractor for your next project? With over 90 years of combined experience, look no further than H&P Construction of Coltmont. H&P Construction is an experienced general contractor dedicated to their clients' needs, offering residential and commercial services. Professionalism, quality construction, and attention to detail have earned them a reputation in our area. For a free estimate on your next project, call 570-373-1605 or contact them online at hpconstruction.net. Let's work together. H&P Construction in Coltmont.
Back here as Banks was able to walk off the field. Musina's in shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side. Musina rolls out to his left, throws it, had an open receiver trying to go over the head of the Tiger linebacker. It was intended for Crawford, falls incomplete. 3rd and 5 coming up. Big play here for the Tiger defense to try and give the offense the ball back with excellent field position.
Yeah, if they could force a 3 and out, just what the doctor ordered after a drive. Another driver coming away with 0 points in the red zone. Montoursville will run a multiple pro-style offense. They come out here in the shotgun formation. Going to be interesting to see how they adapt without Banks.
Musina back to pass, looks over the middle. It was intended for Michael Reeder, led him by about 10 extra yards. So Southern's defense does its job, forces a 3 and out.
Yeah, Reeder is a guy that Montoursville likes to get involved. Their leading receiver on the year with just under 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. They like to line him up in the slot. I know it's a point of emphasis, pass defense for this Tiger defense, but good coverage there by Gallagher, and they're able to force the 3 and out. Banks punts the
Banks
ball
does
away.
punt it away, so he's back in there as it dies at the 40, takes a friendly Tiger bounce. The lefty Banks was able to kick that, so that's a good sign for the Warriors, but kick doesn't make it too far. Southern will start this drive, Casey, inside the Warrior 40-yard line.
They'll get a chance at redemption after coming away with nothing that last drive. Move the ball down the field. I think a lot of positive things to take away from that drive. See if they could carry that over into their second drive.
The last drive started at the Tiger 37. This one starts at Montoursville 37. Handoff to Garcia. Garcia runs into a wall. We have an official timeout. We're going to see what this is for. Sideline warning, it appears, against Montoursville as Garcia picks up 3 on the play, bringing up a 2nd down and 7. Ball spotted at the 34-yard line of the Warriors with 4:55 to go in this first quarter. So Montoursville had the ball for just 42 seconds on offense on their opening drive. It's going to be a reverse from Garcia to Andrews. Andrews breaks it up. He gets inside the 25, it appears, and he picks up enough for the first down. He takes it to the 25, so give Andrews 9 on the carry. First down, Tigers. Ball spotted at the Montoursville 25-yard line. Hockenbrock hands it off to Pyatt, and Pyatt is going nowhere. Kleinman, along with Fisher, makes the stop.
Yeah, Owen Kleinman, the senior linebacker there, number 2 for Montoursville, leads the team. A team-high 56 tackles coming into the game. Beat the would-be block attempt from the Tigers there and was able to snuff out that Pyatt run.
Loss of a yard on the play. Makes it 2nd and 11 from the 26. Pitch to Andrews. Andrews, nice stutter step and juke to avoid being tackled behind the line of scrimmage. He picks up 4 on the play, making it a 3rd down. Now, actually, he only picked up 3. It'll be a 3rd and 8.
Give credit to this Montoursville defense. Laterally, looked like it was blocked pretty well up front from our angle here, but they're able to get out to the perimeter and bring down Andrews. Another big 3rd down conversion here looming for the Tigers.
3rd and 8 from the 23. Flag on the play, and it's going to be a false start against the Tigers. Casey, we've talked about this seemingly every week. When the Tigers have the opportunity to gain momentum, they shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, it really seems like it's coming inopportune times there. 3rd and 8. Now you're going to be looking at a 3rd and 13, long behind the sticks. Going to be a passing situation. So far, Aiden Hockenbrock has looked very comfortable in the pocket, converting a couple big ones. We'll see what Coach Jim Roth dials up here to try to get this Tiger team into the red zone and a 1st down.
3rd and 13 from the 28. Play action pass. Hockenbrock rolls to his right. He's looking. He's firing. He completes it to Malikoski. Malikoski gets to the 24-yard line, so it'll be a 4th down and 9 as he picks up 4 on the play.
Boy, great job there by Hockenbrock. And give Grady Garcia credit. He held off Landon Morehart. He was in the backfield creating pressure instantly. Hockenbrock able to find Malikoski just to pick up a few, make this a bit more manageable.
Morehart, 265 pounds. Garcia, 140. 4th and 7. Hockenbrock back to pass. He looks, he fires, and it's going to be broken up on the play. Turnover on downs.
Yeah, Hockenbrock had a clean pocket that time. Intended receiver Blaze Kissinger out on the perimeter, but give credit to Montoursville in coverage. They were strapped all over him. So Southern Columbia now, Dave, 2 times deep into Montoursville territory, once in the red zone, once just outside. Almost 10 minutes gone here in the first. yet nothing to show for it. We're still locked up at nothing.
Ball's at the Montoursville 22-yard line, where they'll start their second drive. First one unsuccessful. Banks is back in there, so that's good sign for Coach Johanna's offensive unit. Handoff's going to go to Banks. Banks is going to get across the 25. He's still going. Fedorov was there along with Chase Williams to make the stop, but not before Banks picked up 5 on the play.
Yeah, big for Montoursville to get Banks back. The junior running back, he's the focal point of this offense. Coming into tonight, 104 carries, 829 yards, 13 touchdowns, all leading the team. They want to feature him in this pro-style offense.
This time, Musina has 2 receivers to the visiting side, 1 to the left. Handoff again to Banks. He breaks through. He's across the 35, across the 40. First down, Montoursville, as Banks takes it from the 28 to the 42. Give him 14 on the play, and the first down of this game for the Warriors.
Yeah, blocked really well up front. Their big seam for Banks is he's able to get to the second level of this Tiger defense, something they're going to have to close up quickly. And a quick score update just to bring you all. Shamokin leads Lewisburg 7-0 in a battle of undefeated 7-0 teams in action.
Musina sends a receiver in motion, hands it off to Banks. Banks is going to get another burst out near midfield. He'll pick up 7 more, making it a 2nd and 3 as Ethan Mikowski made the stop from his defensive end spot.
And Dave, these 7 yards, they're coming really before contact. A lot of green turf to run for Banks, able to get again into that second level really before he was contacted by a Tiger defender.
Trips to the far side, 1 receiver to the near side. Musina back to pass, looks, fires, has a receiver, and the receiver might go. He's at the 30, the 20, the 15. Touchdown saving tackle by Fedorov as it's completed to Michael Reeder, who takes it to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal for Montoursville.
Yeah, they got Reeder going in the slot. They love to get him going, and we saw Southern Columbia struggle mightily last week against Mifflinburg and crossing and patterns going over the middle. That time Montoursville recognizes it, gets Reeder going over the middle and picking up a big chunk gain. That's going to do it here. All locked up at 0 at the end of the first quarter. Montoursville driving. You're listening to the best of Coal Region and Central Susquehanna Valley football on the Black Diamond Sports Network. We'll be right back. At Weaver's Tire Service, Inc., their #1 priority is customer satisfaction. Family owned and operated since 2010, serving the Susquehanna Valley and surrounding communities with great service, high quality products, and professional installations. Weaver's, conveniently located at 411 Point Township Drive in Northumberland, is open Monday through Saturday. Shop for passenger and commercial tires, including farm, industrial, and OTR, online at weaverstires.com. Given the vast selection of tire brands, you are sure to find the replacement set that fits your needs. Call 570-473-3380. Weaver's Tire Service, Inc. in Northumberland. The Plumbing Outlet, your local kitchen, bathroom, plumbing, and heating specialist, is proud to sponsor area athletics. Keep the Plumbing Outlet in mind if you need a new coal, oil, or gas boiler. The Plumbing Outlet also carries a full variety of kitchen and bathroom cabinets and accessories. Before you buy, visit your hometown specialist at the Plumbing Outlet on Route 61 between Shamokin and Coltmont. Give them a call at 570-648-0711 or visit their website at plummingoutlet.com.
After that 44-yard reception by Reeder, it's a 1st and goal, and we're inside the red zone. And this red zone potential scoring drive is driven by Blaze Alexander, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat of Lewisburg, helping you score big on savings. Musina is going to be under center for the first time. Hands the ball off to Banks. Fedorov's there, along with 5 other Tigers to make the stop. Forward progress is going to give Banks a yard on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd and goal from the 6.
So here we go, Dave. We saw Southern get deep into Montoursville area twice, come away with no points. Now let's see if this Tiger defense can respond, try to hold this Warrior offense in their own right, keep this game locked up at 0 apiece.
1 yard gain as we start the second quarter. Musina back in shotgun. He has Banks to his right. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 receiver to the near side. Reeder goes in motion. Musina scrambles outside to his right. Pass falls incomplete. Batted down, bringing up a 3rd and goal.
Yeah, great job by the sophomore Chase Williams, the defensive end for the Tigers. He pressures the quarterback on the rollout, gets those hands up, makes it tough for Musina to stick it into his zone there, and the incompletion brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal from the 6. No score yet in this one. Less than a minute into the second quarter. Quick first quarter with the Tigers offense maintaining the majority of the clock. Musina back. He throws to Banks. It's going to be bobbled and almost intercepted by Gallagher, but it falls incomplete. Banks tried to catch it off the bounce. He juggled it, and lucky for him, it wasn't a turnover, or else Gallagher might have took it the distance.
Yeah, he actually did a good job of trying to regain possession of that after he bobbled it. Gallagher was almost in there, able to pick it. But the swing pass, nonetheless, goes incomplete to Banks. And Montoursville going to elect to try a field goal here to get some points on the board after this Tiger goal line defense stands tall.
So Hawley will be the kicker. The quarterback, Musina, the holder, 23 yards out. Hawley's kick is up, and it is no good. Far left, so the Tigers defense makes a stand.
Yeah, they do, Dave. And here we go. This is another low-scoring battle we're set up for here. Each team able to get the ball into the red zone. Nobody able to come away with points yet. Now this Tiger offense that has no real issue moving the ball down the field is going to have to go over 90 yards to get some points on the board.
Well, with the missed kick, Casey, actually, it's going to go out to the 20-yard line.
Yep, I was way wrong there, Dave. Sorry about that.
So
I was looking at the wrong official.
It'll be, the miss is basically results in a touchback where it would be on a kickoff, but the Tigers are glad that they're starting this drive from their own 20 without giving up any points. Scoreless here.
Boy, Dave, Commissioner Clubon would be disappointed in me there, looking at the wrong official. Of course, great official, Mr. Clubon. He's always tried to help us and teach us where to look and what to look for in the officiating. That time, I was way off.
Shamokin area just kicked a field goal to lead Lewisburg 10-0. And guess what? Another false start against Southern Columbia. So they had the momentum after that missed field goal. And again, I got to think of something else. I keep saying shoot themselves in the foot, but that's what they do.
Yeah, with the frequency at which they commit unforced dead ball false starts, certainly got to expand our vocabulary because it happens far, far too often, especially here at week 8. Really just hard to wrap your head around how many times they can't get set and start at the right time.
1st and 15 now from the Tiger 15. Hockenbrock hands the ball off to Andrews. Andrews is going to be hit by a pile, which was led by Kingston Fisher. They're going to give his forward progress a yard, but nothing more than that.
Fisher, the junior defensive end for Montoursville. Team high 3 sacks on the season, also 8 tackles for loss. That one's not going to quite go as a tackle for loss. Give credit to Braden Andrews, but not a whole lot doing there for the Tiger ground game. A host of Montoursville defenders there ready to snuff that one out.
Noah Rakestraw also in on that tackle. 2nd and 14. Hockenbrock back to pass, looks, fires, he completes it to Kissinger out near the first down yardage. We'll see. I think he has enough, Casey.
Yeah, and just a good quick step, 3-step drop there from Hockenbrock. Get it out to Kissinger, who runs a nice slant pattern, beats the corner across the face over the middle. Kissinger, Tigers' leading receiver coming into today, just a sophomore, 18 catches, 241 yards coming in. He's got a couple of big first down conversions already early on in this one.
That one went for 14 yards to move the chains. Ball spotted at the 30-yard line. Andrews in motion. He's going to get the handoff. Tries to get to the outside. Gets upfield. Picks up about 7 where he's tripped up at the 37. There's a flag back in the backfield in the area that one would assume to be holding.
Yeah, David, looked like on the edge there. The Tigers just couldn't quite seal it up. A hold. Going to bring it back, and it's
holding indeed against the Tigers.
Like you said, it's just hard to keep coming up with new things to say about these first down penalties. Just really making it way harder than it needs to be on themselves. You pick up a great conversion on second down on the slant pass to Kissinger. You're right back where you started this drive at the 20-yard line.
1st and 20. It's going to be a reverse from Andrews to Garcia. Garcia's going to pick up 2 yards before being thrown down by Banks, making it a 2nd and 18 now.
Tried to run the inside reverse there to Garcia. Christian Banks having none of it. He read it from his linebacker position. Garcia, when he tried to cut back, there was just nowhere to go as Banks filled the hole perfectly.
Ball's at the 22-yard line. 2nd down, 8:50 to go in this scoreless first half. Hockenbrock back to pass. He looks, he fires. It's intended for Malikoski, but falls incomplete. I couldn't tell it was on the far side of the field. It looked like a good pass. Reeder was on the coverage there, Casey, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, just a straight go route to Malikoski, and Hockenbrock had to get rid of that one quickly. Montoursville brought the pressure. He just gets it off in time, and he really put it in a good spot, just not able to connect with his fellow sophomore Malikoski. 3rd and long now. Tigers going to have to probably go right back to that well. Deep pass down the sideline, I would imagine.
3rd and 18 from the 22. One receiver to each side. Hockenbrock back to pass. He looks, he fires. It's complete to Malikoski. He breaks a tackle out near midfield. He's at the 40, the 35. We're going to have to see who the interference was on, though. It's going to probably be on Malikoski, I think.
It looks like that, Dave. They're going to get Malikoski for a push-off. Tough to tell here from our angle and without a replay. It looked like both guys were just fighting for the ball. Jace Malikoski, 6'3", 205. He's going to look big when he pushes off against a smaller defensive back, but in fact, they do have him at a pass interference on the Tigers. So a huge passing conversion yet again going to come back, and now it's, Dave, you could add it up here, 3rd and a mile.
Yeah, that would have gained about 40 yards, taking it into Montoursville territory. That 10-yard penalty on the play. It's going to be at the 11-yard line. The Tigers need to get to the 40 for a first down, so it'll be a 3rd down and 29.
Well, how many plays do you have in the playbook to pick up 29 yards, Dave? I don't know if the Tigers have any, especially after they just ran the same play. I wouldn't be surprised to just see Jim Roth decide to run this ball out.
That's what he's electing to do as Andrews gets tripped up by Crawford, and he's going to lose a yard on the play. So the Tigers lost 10 yards in total on that drive thanks to 3 penalties.
Yeah. And now you got to watch, Dave, here, 4th and 28, you're backed up, where Shadle's actually going to be standing at the tip of his own end zone. Got to make sure this exchange happens cleanly. They've had issues throughout the season getting this down. Big punt coming here for the Tigers.
He's back. Gets off the punt. Going to be in the Tigers' favor on the bounce. It bounced at the 40, goes into Montoursville territory to the 48. Yep. Danville just took a 7-0 lead on Loyalsock in the second quarter, and Mount Carmel area is leading Central Mountain 7-zip.
Really perfectly executed punt there from Shadle. He's averaging 32 yards an attempt. That was really clutch there to be able to at least get the ball past midfield, give this Tiger defense a little bit of breathing room.
7:44 to go in this first half. No score yet as Montoursville has it near midfield. Handoff goes to Banks, and Banks bounces his way forward into Tiger territory to the 45, 7-yard gain before Fedorov makes the stop from his inside linebacker position.
You're seeing Montoursville go to a pistol set the majority of this opening half, and they're having a lot of success running right up the heart of this Tiger defense. If you're Southern Columbia, you're going to need Adam Barnes, Jaden Carter, your two defensive tackles, to step up, try to clog a little bit of these lanes to let the inside backers, Fedorov and Jankowski, flow and make plays.
2nd and 3 upcoming. Handoff is going to be stopped at the initial line of scrimmage, but fighting forward is Harvey to pick up the first down, picks up 7.
Yeah, it looked like the Tigers had him bottled up, but give credit to Harvey. Comes shooting out of the pile like a cannon, picks up a big chunk of additional yardage. Montoursville now into Tiger territory.
Ball's at the 37. 1st and 10. Warriors, that was their 3rd first down of this first half. You've seen a back to pass. He looks, he fires. It's going to be broken up. Nice coverage there by Reamer. And Casey, it's actually a new quarterback in there, Elijah Eck.
We'll have to keep an eye on that to see where Musina is. Tigers brought the blitz there, both outside linebackers trying to generate a little pressure. Give credit to Reamer on the coverage. He was locked step for step, able to get a good pass breakup on that one.
So 2nd and 10 coming up now. I didn't see Musina get hurt. But Eck remains in there. Handoff goes to Banks. Banks gets to the 35, tackled by Gallagher on the play after a gain of 2. It'll bring up a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, really nice job by Gallagher there, coming up to set the edge and run support, force Banks back inside, makes the tackle. That's exactly what you want to see out of your outside linebacker.
Jude Bremaging comes in at defensive tackle, giving Barnes a blow. Inside of 6 minutes to go now in the second quarter. Eck still in there at quarterback. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff goes to Banks, and Banks might have got to the line of scrimmage as Jankowski made the stop after a gain of a yard.
We'll see what Montoursville elects to do here. Certainly looks like they're going to go for it, but without their starting quarterback in the game, things do become a little bit more complicated.
Casey, he's standing on the left side of Montoursville's side of the field with his hands on his hips, so it doesn't appear he's injured. 4th down and 7 from the 34. Eck back to pass. He looks, he's going to scramble. He's going to keep it, and he's going to be short of the first down. He got 4 on the play. Tigers defense comes up big again.
Yeah, they did. They got some pressure on Eck, flushed him from the pocket, and it was initially a nice scramble attempt, but hit initially, it looked like, by Arnold, and then finished off by Fedorov. And this defensive stalemate continues, still knotted up at 0. Still some teams getting near the red zone and into scoring opportunities, just nobody able to capitalize quite yet.
Tigers have it from their 31 with 4:51 to go in this quick first half. Hockenbrock hands the ball off to Pyatt. Pyatt runs into a wall. Fought his way forward for a yard, but not much running room against this stout defensive line from Montoursville. Making the stop there was Ethan Bloom, the 250-pound junior.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Dave. Trying to get Pyatt going, the fullback for the Tigers. There just hasn't been any running room as this Montoursville defense locking it up interior so far in this one.
2nd and 9. At the 32. Hockenbrock, design keeper. He's going to try and get to the outside. He does. He gets out near the 40, and he lowers his head. I think he has the first down. Good dose of running there by Hockenbrock, who picks up 10 on the play.
That could really get a team fired up, Dave. It looked like that play was dead in the backfield. Hockenbrock able to use his speed first to get to the edge, then lowers the shoulder to pick up the additional yardage for a first down. Hockenbrock, just 180 pounds, a sophomore, tough running there to pick up a Tiger first down.
Ball spotted at the 43-yard line. Handoff up the gut to Pyatt. He gets up near midfield out to the 48. 5-yard pickup for Pyatt, his longest run in his first 6 carries as Fisher makes the stop.
Yeah, and that time Coach Roth decided to go to the straight quick dive to Pyatt, fake the sweep out around the edge to try to prevent that Montoursville team from flowing so hard to that edge. Pyatt with a little bit of a seam there picks up a positive gain.
Ball's at the 48. Andrews is going to be tripped up behind the line of scrimmage by Braden Burkett. Loss of 2 on the play makes it 3rd and 7.
We'll see if Montoursville here defensively wants to dial up a little bit of pressure. Southern's had a lot of success, Dave, converting on some of these 3rd and mediums, 3rd and longs, 4th downs. Haven't really gotten to Hockenbrock yet. Tiger offensive line has did a good job in pass pro. I would expect to see Montoursville Hill maybe try to dial it up a bit.
3rd down. Back to passes Hockenbrock. He looks, he fires, he throws it, and it's complete to Andrews for a big first down.
Wow, they run the waggle post, fake the sweep off to the right. The wingback, Andrews slips up for the post down the field. Dave, he's only 5'8", but he went up and high pointed that one, got it over the would-be defender. And again, this Tiger passing game converts on 3rd down. Give them all the credit in the world here in this first half. Back into the red zone, this time looking to finally convert and get some points on the board.
That pass picked up 39 yards to the 14. Handoff goes to Andrews. He fumbles it, slips up, and there's another flag on the play, and this red zone potential scoring drive again is driven by Blaze Alexander, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat of Lewisburg, helping you score big on savings. And again, sound like a broken record, after the Tigers make a first down, they commit another penalty. This one will be a hold, making it 1st and 20.
Yeah, just really unfortunate if you're Southern Columbia. Your passing game converting in big ways, bailing you out of some tough spots. But that one, just a broken play in general, a hold on the interior, not a clean exchange between quarterback and running back, resulting in the fumble. Under 2 minutes to go already, Dave. One of the quickest games I think we've ever done together. Almost no stoppages. Southern Columbia back outside the red zone now. Somebody trying to do anything they can to get some points.
1st and 10 from the 24.
Hockenbrock looks like he's changing the play at the line here, Dave.
Handoff goes to Garcia. Garcia's going to get back inside the red zone, so a positive pickup of about 6. Morehart made the stop.
And it's a nice read by Garcia to cut that one up, able to get 6 out of it. Montoursville had set the edge really well.
Tigers all 3 timeouts left. Minute 10 to go in this first half. The clock continues to roll.
Yeah, and at this point, Dave, you're just trying to bleed this thing down. You don't want Montoursville to get another crack at this.
2nd and 14 from the 18. Flag on the play. And a false start against Southern.
Wow. Speechless, Dave.
Now I think Jim Roth's probably going to want to burn a timeout.
I wish they gave you the numbers. It's hard to tell here I didn't really even see a false start. I didn't know. It looked like a lineman maybe like flinched or bobbed their head. It's really hard to tell from our angle, but man, the Tigers are shooting themselves in the foot over and over and over again.
2nd and long from the 23. Hockenbrock back to pass. He looks, he fires, intended for Malachowski, too far to the outside, incomplete pass, makes it 3rd and long now with 46 seconds to go in this first half.
Yeah, it was a bit too far to the right. I think as Jace Malachowski gets more experienced running some of these deep patterns, he's going to learn to flip that head quickly, because really Hockenbrock's doing a good job throwing it to his back shoulder there where only he could get it to avoid the turnover. But very tough play to connect between two sophomores.
3rd down from the 23. Hockenbrock back to pass. He looks, he fires, and it's going to be caught by Garcia. Wow, what a catch, what a throw. He picks up 18 yards, exactly what he needed for the 1st down.
Dave, how did Grady Garcia catch that ball? He was smothered by the Montoursville defender. I don't know how he did it, but an outstanding play by the freshman. Another huge 3rd down conversion for Southern Columbia. They're converting at an absurd rate on these 3rd downs. 38.3 to go. Now their goal to go 4 yards in to finally get some points on the board.
1st and goal from the 4. Handoff goes to Andrews. Andrews is going to be stopped after a gain of a couple. The Tigers will take a timeout, and so will we. Scoreless here with 31 seconds to go. We'll be back on the Black Diamond Sports Network after this break.
Irish Isles Provision Company, 911 West Arch Street, Cole Township, specializes in USDA choice prime cuts of beef, chicken, pork, and veal. Imported deli meats and cheeses along with brand name cold cuts are also available. In addition, they offer a variety of seafood. Check out the family pack specials and save. Phone-in orders are accepted at 570-648-6893 with local delivery optional. Delivery to restaurants, diners, delis, hoagie shops can be arranged. Earl Sheriff, owner-operator. Shine a light on your business with Lauer Media Company, just as they are proud to shine a light on tonight's game. Locally owned and operated, yet globally minded, Lauer Media Company offers custom solutions to grow your business through digital marketing and their business-to-business sales system. Visit Lauer Media Company at lauermediaco.com, and together they will make your future bright.
Back here, it'll be 2nd and goal from the 3. Garcia made a heck of a catch. You also have to give credit to Hockenbrock for putting it in the spot where Garcia could make that catch.
Absolutely, Dave. I think Hockenbrock has been exceedingly sharp all night tonight. That was just an outstanding connection between those two.
Handoff goes to Pyatt, and Pyatt is going to be stood up after a gain of maybe a yard. Tigers take a timeout.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised to see them call a timeout that quick, but nonetheless, we're going to take a quick 30-second break here. Be back for 3rd down on the Black Diamond Sports Network. Pave It Inc. Since 1987, servicing the surrounding area within a 100-mile radius. Free estimates are available for both residential and commercial properties. Pave It Inc. Professional services include asphalt paving, seal coating, excavation, and utility services. Concrete delivery with a 1-yard minimum, concrete block, and in-ground pool installation. Call Pave It Inc. at 570-988-1899. Check out their website at pave-itinc.com and their Google reviews. Pave It Inc., the area paving experts.
3rd and goal now at the 3. Tigers only gained 1 yard on.
Dave, with the success that they've had, I really am interested to see, does Coach Roth go to the air here? Malachowski's had a really nice game. I would like to see them maybe play action, try to get Malachowski into the corner.
3rd and goal from the 3. Handoff on the play, stretching it to the outside and into the end zone is Caden Hopper for the touchdown. 2nd time the Tigers brought Hopper in 2 weeks, and 2nd time he scores a big touchdown.
They go to the sweep action there. Hopper, it seems like they're starting to use as a red zone back. He did a good job swimming, basically, the would-be tackler, finding that end zone, getting in there. And after nearly an entire half of football, the Tigers have finally punched it in for the game's only touchdown.
17.1 seconds remaining in this first half. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Southern Columbia just before the half, leading Montoursville 7-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
In the market for a new dentist, look no further than Hirsch Family Dentistry in Mount Carmel. Doctors Allison and David and their professional staff provide comprehensive dental care for patients of all ages. Your dental health and hygiene are very important, and regular dental checkups will keep your smile bright. Most insurance plans accepted. Hirsch Family Dentistry, 138 South Market Street in Mount Carmel. Give them a call at 570-339-3423 or check them out on Facebook. Hirsch Family Dentistry in Mount Carmel.
So after no scoring in the half, Caden Hopper, on his only carry of the half, scores from 3 yards out to finish off that drive. As Casey mentioned, a couple of great third down passes by Hockenbrock led to that score. Now the Tigers just have to make sure to not have any breakdowns on special teams here.
You got to be careful of Reeder back there. He averages almost 30 yards a return, and that's who's going to be bringing this one out.
Reeder gets it from the 14-yard line. Reeder goes to the other side of the field as there's going to be a blindside block. That's going to take the ball backwards. So I would assume, Casey, after the penalty against Montoursville, they just take a knee to take this into halftime because they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
I would imagine so. Really good kickoff there from Hudl. Had some hang time on it and pinned Reeder deep into the corner. He had to try to run the length of the field just to get some room to run. That's a really good and well-executed kickoff from Coach Mike Johnston's special teams kickoff unit.
So the blindside block is a 15-yard penalty, and that's the first penalty of the half against the Warriors with 8.3 seconds to go.
Boy, Dave, what a half. Huh?
I'll say quick one, but very entertaining as the Warriors take a knee. That will take us to halftime in a defensive showdown. The Tigers crack through to open up the scoring. Southern Columbia 7, Montoursville 0. We'll be back with the halftime stats after this break. You're listening to the best of Coal Region and Central Susquehanna Valley football on the Black Diamond Sports Network, where you can always get your game on.
Life is full of surprises. That's where Myers & Lynch Insurance comes in. Whether it's auto, home, life, or business, they protect what matters most to you. An unexpected fender bender, don't worry. Myers & Lynch Insurance will handle the paperwork so you can focus on getting back on track. When it comes to your home or your apartment, they've got your back. Fire damage or theft, their policies provide peace of mind. Plus, their rates won't break the bank. Secure your future. Visit their website at myersandlynch.com or call Myers & Lynch Insurance at 570-644-0371 because life's too precious not to be protected. Aaron's, located at 152 State Route 901 Cole Township, has all your favorite brands with the Aaron's low price guarantee. Shop your favorite electronics, furniture, appliances, and more when you visit the Cole Township Aaron's store. No credit is needed, and you can choose the lease ownership plan that works best for you. Cole Township Aaron's also offers free delivery and setup, and you will always get the highest level of service satisfaction guaranteed. Call 570-648-9700. Visit Aaron's at 152 State Route 901 Cole Township or shop online at aarons.com. Have you ever thought of becoming a PIAA official? You make a difference in the lives of students everywhere. Encourage exercise through competition, establish the lifelong fundamentals of fairness, make new friends, stay involved, stay in shape, and earn extra cash. This job is not for the faint of heart. It challenges you athletically and requires cool and decisive thinking, but the rewards are great. PIAA application fees are waived for students. Applicants must be 16 years or older. Go to PIAA.org for more information today. Let's get ready to rumble with the best sports coverage in the Valley. Pick up a copy of The Weekender for the most comprehensive high school football coverage. No one can beat the News Item Weekend Edition for local news or sports coverage. Pick up a copy at the newsstand, or better yet, subscribe and have it delivered right to your front door. Online e-editions are also available. Don't delay and subscribe today. Visit newsitem.com for details. The News Item, your local hometown newspaper.
Back here for the halftime stats, which are brought to you by
GDK Development, the Welsh family of Shamokin, and their subsidiaries, the Burger King, with locations in Elysburg and Sunbury.
No turnovers by either team in the first half. Montoursville, 3 first downs, 1 penalty for 15 yards just before the half. Running the football, Banks, 8 carries for 42 yards. Harvey, 1 for 7. And the quarterback that came in, Eck, 1 carry for 3 yards. Through the air, Musina is 1 of 5 passing for 44 yards. That pass going to Reeder. Eck, the backup, 0 for 1 passing. On the other side, we'll talk to you after this break about Southern.
GDK Development of Shamokin is a proud supporter of all local and youth sports. The Welsh family has been in business for decades and thanks you for supporting them and their local businesses, which include the Elysburg and Sunbury Burger King restaurants. Again, thank you for your many years of support, and good luck, area athletes and teams this sports season from the Welsh family and GDK Development of Shamokin.
Southern Columbia, 9 first downs in the first half, 6 penalties for 45 yards. Running the football, Andrews, 10 carries, 38 yards. Pyatt, 7 carries for 12 yards. Hockenbrock, 2 for 13. Garcia, 5 for 11. And Hopper's carry, the most important of the first half, went for 3 yards and the game's only touchdown. Through the air, Hockenbrock's been efficient, 7 of 10 passing for 93 yards. 3 different receivers for the Tigers have a pair of receptions. Andrews has 2 catches for 33 yards. Kissinger, 2 grabs for 23. Malikoski for 2 for 19. And Garcia, 1 for 18. The only special teams scoring opportunity came on a field goal attempt that was missed by Hawley from 23 yards for Montoursville. All that has us at the half, Southern leading 7-0.
The halftime stats were brought to you by the Welsh family, GDK Development of Shamokin, and subsidiaries, Burger King, with locations in Elysburg and Sunbury.
We'll take another break and then bring you some score updates around District 4.
For the best available coverage at the best price, contact Rennell Road Armel Allstate Insurance Agency, 921 Westminster Drive in Williamsport. Your local Allstate insurance agent offering financial services and insurance for auto, home, life, and more. Save cash and be better protected. For a personalized insurance review, call Rennell Road Armel Allstate Insurance Agency at 570-326-6645. Visit them online at rroadarmel@allstate.com. Rennell Road Armel Allstate Insurance Agency, you're in good hands. Concerned about not having what it takes to find a living wage job locally, and Associates or a certificate could provide you with the necessary training. A new community college in the central Susquehanna Valley means you wouldn't have to travel to Nanticoke, Scranton, or Harrisburg. Susquehanna Valley Community Education Project proudly supports all Black Diamond Sports Network coverage teams and wishes good luck to all teams in Montour, Northumberland, Snyder, and Union counties this season. For more information on courses now offered, please visit newcommunitycollege.org or click the banner on the Black Diamond homepage. Sunbury Motors has been the area's total automotive solution since 1915. The North 4th Street Auto Plaza Sunbury has an unbeatable selection of new Fords and Hyundais. Sunbury Motors Kia is the #1 Kia dealer in Central PA and is located on the Golden Strip in Hummel's Wharf. For your next vehicle, visit Sunbury Motors at the North 4th Street Auto Plaza Sunbury, Sunbury Motors Kia, routes 11 and 15 Hummel's Wharf, or go online at sunburymotors.com.
Score updates around the Black Diamond area, or Sports Network area. It's Mount Carmel area all over Central Mountain, 35-0 midway through the second quarter. Danville, undefeated, leads Loyalsock 14-0 middle of the second quarter. Just before the half, Mifflinburg leads Central Columbia 21-0. In the second quarter, unbeaten matchup, Shamokin leads Lewisburg 17-6. The Green Dragons will be Montoursville's opponent next week. Other scores, Southern Columbia travels to Bloomsburg next Friday, and the Panthers lead Shikellamy 22-8. Hollidaysburg, who beat Jersey Shore last week, leads Selinsgrove 16-7. Muncie 35, South Williamsport 7. At the half, Hughesville leads Warrior Run 14-7. James Buchanan leading Line Mountain 17-16. A surprising score, Berwick leading Williamsport 21-7. In the second quarter, it's Minersville 21, Nativity 7. Canton leads Wellsboro late in the first half, 27-20. Midwest and Milton still scoreless. Dallas 14, Crestwood 7. And actually it's Bloomsburg 20. No, they just updated it. It is still 22-8. So those are the scores. This win for Southern, if it holds up, would be huge because right now the Tigers are sitting in the 5 seed in 2A, which if they were in that 4 or 5 spot, they would have to travel to Troy in the District 4 semifinals like they did 2 years ago before beating Mount Carmel area on their way to a then 6th consecutive PIAA state championship. Last year, the Tigers beat Troy up in the Northern Tier, a rainy district final, and then Southern went on to win the state championship, beating Bald Eagle area in the state quarterfinals, handling Dunmore in the semifinal, the Eastern Championship, and then obviously everybody remembers that 1-point win in the state final against Westinghouse where the Tigers went 99 yards to win it in the closing minute for a record 7th consecutive state title in Class 2A and a state record 14th state title overall.
We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we're going to recap the first half of action and look at what to look for in this tightly contested second half. Again, you're listening to the best of Pole Region and Central Susquehanna Valley football on the Black Diamond Sports Network. Deb Rodarmel and Joe Springer at Rodarmel Springer LLC, located at 4A East Mill Street in Elysburg, have been providing tax and financial services to area clients for over 15 years. Rodarmel Springer Tax and Financial Services is happy to support the Southern Columbia Area School District community and wish the best to all students in their athletic and academic careers. Hard work pays off. Fall has arrived. The air is crisp, the leaves are turning, and it's time to bring that autumn feeling home. At Pretty Petals and Gifts by Susan Impact Sinus. From your front door to your living room, let our wreaths and home decor bring warmth and fall charm to your home, inside and out. Stop in today at Pretty Petals and Gifts by Susan Impact Sinus, where every visit feels like autumn. Open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and Saturday 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates? At State Farm, because State Farm agent Darla Fozzie is your one-stop shop in Cole Township for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Darla Fozzie is ready to help. Call 570-648-0809 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirement. Do you need to know where your property lines are? Trying to sell part of your land and need to subdivide? Is your business growing and you need an addition or added parking? The Crossroads Group perform boundary surveys, flood elevation surveys, construction stakeouts, subdivisions, commercial land developments, and stormwater runoff investigations. Founded in 2006 by Southern graduates Josh and Jeremy Hoagland, they are a local firm with licensed professionals working throughout the Commonwealth. Stop by their website, the Crossroads Group LLC, to see what else they can help you with, or call 570-672-2317 and ask for Josh. Old City Bagel, located at 608 Mill Street in Danville, is open Wednesday through Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. They offer a daily variety of in-house freshly made bagels and an array of handcrafted drinks. With a tap system to include nitro cold brew coffee and homemade southern sweet tea, Old City Bagel has gift baskets and gift cards available, along with a rotating variety of baked goods. If you're planning on an upcoming meeting or event, call them for catering options at 570-271-9577. Online ordering and DoorDash available. Old City Bagel, 608 Mill Street in downtown Danville.
Take a look at the first half drive summaries. Southern Columbia got the opening kickoff, took it down to the Warrior 10-yard line. We're faced with a 4th and 4. Hockenbrock picked up 3 but slipped up before picking up the first down for a turnover on downs. Then Montoursville had their opening drive for less than a minute. It was a 3 and out. Southern on their second drive again got it deep into Montoursville territory but turned it over inside the 25. On Montoursville's second drive, pass play from Musina to Reeder covered 44 yards, but the Tigers defense held as Montoursville missed a 23-yard field goal attempt. Southern was getting momentum going on their third drive. However, 3 penalties stopped that drive, forcing a punt. Montoursville's next drive ended with a turnover on downs inside the Tiger 40, and then with 4:51 to go in the first half, the Tigers got the ball at the Montoursville 31-yard line, drove it 69 yards for a touchdown with 17 seconds remaining in the half, and that was set up by 2 big third down passes. First going to Andrews for 39 yards, next going to Garcia for 18 yards, and then Hopper finished the drive with a 3-yard run to make the scoring 7-0 at the half.
Yeah, Dave, for the majority of that half, we were wondering, is anybody going to get into the end zone? Both teams had success moving the ball up and down the field, just not able to punch it in. That 18-yard third down reception by Grady Garcia appeared to be smothered by the defender on the play. Don't know how he came up with it. What a key play to get the Tigers into the end zone. But, Dave, I think Aiden Hockenbrock, you have to look at, had it outstanding. First half, 7 of 10, 93 yards. And a couple of those incompletions were just right on the dot, or really, really well-played defense. I thought he was superb. For Montoursville, they've had success, too, moving it up and down the field, just not able to punch it in. Christian Banks, the standout junior running back, he had 42 yards, primarily getting a lot of that damage done up the middle early on. They, of course, did have that big pass play over the middle to Michael Reeder, not away with points after the Tiger defense held. It's just been really back and forth, Dave. It's been really, really tight, contested football and defensive struggle where I'd say both teams, for the majority of the half, bent but didn't break, except on that final drive where the Tigers were able to break them into the end zone.
Hockenbrock, who wasn't the opening day starter, he came in early on in the first half down at Wyomissing, started the season very hot with 9 touchdown passes and no interceptions through the first 2 games. Over the last 5 games, he struggled a bit, throwing just 2 touchdown passes to go with 5 interceptions along that 5 games where the Tigers lost 3 of the last 4. So huge confidence booster for him, not only with that completion percentage at 70 tonight, but some big third down completions to keep the drives going.
Yeah,
so
Dave, that's the moral of the half, was just the Tigers' ability to continue to convert on third down.
So as both teams make their way back onto the field here to get what should be an entertaining second half, 1-score game with Montoursville getting the third quarter kickoff, we'll take our final break. You're listening to the best of Coal Region and Central Susquehanna Valley football on the Black Diamond Sports Network, where you can always get your game on.
Shimmock's Furniture World is gearing up for football season with deals on the best seats to watch the big game. Come into the all-new location at 121 East 5th Street in Mount Carmel for 3 floors of beautiful furniture and pick out your game day recliner starting at just $299. Shimmock's has been selling happiness since 1915 and is proud to support high school athletics and band programs. Shimmock's offers great savings in every department every day, and as always offers 12 months no interest financing, free delivery, setup, and removal of old items. Shimmock's Furniture World, 121 East 5th Street, Mount Carmel, and at shimmocks.com, selling happiness and celebrating over 100 years serving you. Don't live with slow, clogged drains. Breakthrough Sewer and Drain, located in Pac Sinus, offers sewer and drain cleaning, video inspection, line locating, and now septic tank pumping. Contact Breakthrough Sewer and Drain by calling 570-274-9204. Free estimates are available. Like them on Facebook and check out their website at breakthroughsewerandrain.com. Owned and operated by the Weaver family, a good flush is better than a full house. Klasick & Associates, 101 West Independence Street, Shamokin, is a full-service, certified public accounting firm. At Klasick & Associates, the goal is to serve their clients in the most professional, efficient, and cost-conscious manner possible. Klasick & Associates' overall team player approach ensures that their success is directly related to the success of their clients. Contact the Shamokin office simply by dialing 570-648-6386. Klasick & Associates takes great pride in being big enough to serve, but small enough to care. At Best Cleaners, they strive to meet your every cleaning need. Whether it is a simple floor cleaning, house cleaning, window cleaning, sanitizing job, or major water extraction, Best Cleaners is there for you. Best Cleaners is owned by the Warhotch and Lepotsky families and located in Pac Sinus. Best Cleaners proudly serves the region and surrounding areas. Call Best Cleaners today at 570-672-9114 or check them out online at bestcleanersllc.com and like them on Facebook. The Kaiser brothers are ready to get you into the perfect new vehicle. They have the area's largest selection of Jeeps, Renegades, Wranglers, Grand Cherokees, and more. Take your pick from a full lineup of light and heavy-duty Ram trucks, including 4,500 and 5,500 chassis. No matter what vehicle you are looking for, the Kaiser brothers on Route 405 in Muncie and Route 11 in Danville is where selection and service equals satisfaction.
Back here as both teams have made their way onto the field. If you were just joining us, Montoursville won the coin toss, deferred to the second half, so they'll get the ball to start. Two more score updates in the Black Diamond Sports Network coverage area at the half. Danville leads Loyalsock 14-3, and Mount Carmel area now leads Central Mountain 49-0 with 3 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the first half. So the Red Tornadoes halfway to 100 before the half.
David, just an update on the game. Our sideline reporter doing double duty as the Southern Columbia Athletic Director, Steve Pizarczyk, found out that Montoursville's substitution of Musina in the first half, scheduled substitution. Every third possession, they'll bring in the young quarterback in Eck to get some game experience regardless of what is transpiring in the game. So not afraid to admit, I didn't pick up on that on the film, and I didn't know that coming in, but interesting and good insight there from Steve Pizarczyk.
As Eck coming into this game, the freshman 6 of 11 passing, 105 yards, 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. Musina, 10 times as many pass attempts. He's thrown 108 times, completed 57 for nearly 800 yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Nice return here by Reeder out across the 40, gets out to the 45. So Montoursville, great starting field position here to start the third quarter.
Yeah, I mentioned it briefly there on that last kickoff before the end of the half, but Michael Reeder is a very dangerous kick returner, averaging 29.4 kickoff return yards on the year. Certainly a weapon for this Montoursville team, and exactly what they were looking for coming out of the half, getting the ball near midfield to start their opening drive.
He had that biggest play and the only completion for Montoursville, the only receiver to catch a pass, 44 yards on that drive that ended with the missed field goal from short range. So it is Musina, hands the ball off to Harvey. Harvey's going to try and get to the outside, and he does. He has some running room, going to pick up a first down as Harvey takes it into Tiger territory to the 39-yard line, so give Harvey 16 on the carry.
Nice run there by Harvey, a little inside handoff out of the pistol formation. Good job up front by Montoursville, creating a lane for him to find. He stretched it way out to the perimeter, picked up a big first down, and things are going exactly how Montoursville, I'm imagining, drew him up in the locker room to start this half.
Ball spotted at the 39. Handoff goes to Banks. Banks breaks a tackle, gets to the Tigers' side of the field, breaks a second, breaks a third, still going near the 20-yard line. So an 18-yard pickup as he's going to be downed at the 21.
Christian Banks runs hard, Dave. It's going to take more than arm tackles and lunges to bring that young man down. Again, gets ahead of steam moving with some space up the gut of this Tiger defense. Get him into the open field. Boy, he's a load to bring down.
2 plays, 2 first downs, almost equaling their first down total here already in the first minute and change in this third quarter. Reeder goes in motion. Handoff goes to Harvey. Harvey's going to be brought down by Jaden Carter. A good tackle there by the big defensive tackle, just a sophomore at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, that's what the Tigers need. Carter, 315 pounds, 6'4", standout sophomore defensive tackle. They need him to be active in the interior of their run defense. Slow down Banks. Don't let him get so much green turf in front of him and get those wheels turning.
We're inside the Blaze Alexander red zone at the 19. You've seen a back to pass, looks, fires, and it's going to be nearly caught. Gallagher on the coverage. It was intended for Reeder. Looked like he had a grasp on it, but falls incomplete. And this red zone potential scoring drive is driven by Blaze Alexander, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat of Lewisburg, helping you score big on savings.
Montoursville goes back to the crossing pattern there. Good job in trail technique by Nate Gallagher. He got the arm in there, made it really difficult for Williams to come down with that one. It was a good throw by Musina, just a really, really even better play by Gallagher on defense.
And Gallagher goes from the outside linebacker spot to a second safety with Morrow, as Musina is going to roll to his left. He's looking. He's trying to throw it away. Flag comes down as Mikowski gets there to force an errant throw. Is that intentional grounding, Casey? I don't know if anybody was in the area.
That's the only thing I could think that it was. Mikowski did a good job from the edge, getting pressure initially, kept the Musina in front of him, didn't let him scramble outside of him, and forces the incompletion.
Face mask against Southern. Wow.
Wow, that's a really hard one to see from up here, Dave. It looked like he grabbed him near the waist, didn't it?
I'll say.
I'm going to have to check the replay on that one. Official threw the flag right away, so what was a great pressure and either forced incompletion or grounding by Mikowski turns out to be yet another penalty against the Tigers, giving this Montoursville team a goal-to-go first down opportunity.
First and goal from the... No, it's not going to be a first and goal, is it? Because it's outside the 10. Well, now it is because they moved it inside the 10. So first and goal from the 10. The first down would literally be the goal line, so as long of a first and goal as possible. Musina, it's going to be a misdirection handoff that's read beautifully by Brady Arnold and Adam Barnes as Banks gets a yard on the play, making it second and goal.
What can Montoursville do here to try to get a little space in this Tiger defense? First, they go to the misdirection, like Dave said, beautifully snuffed out by Arnold and Barnes.
So second and goal from the 9 after that face mask that, I don't know, obviously the ref was right there. We couldn't see it from our vantage point.
Looking like they're going to try to spread the Tigers out here, Dave, too wide to each side.
First time we see this formation. Now they're going to have trips as Burkett goes in motion. Pass intended for Burkett, and it sails over his head. Third and goal now from the 9.
Yeah, tried to get the motion, just fly out to the flat there, just a little high on that toss fry by Musina. Clock stopped with 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Southern Columbia trying to bend but don't break again. They were successful every Montoursville drive in the first half.
Exactly 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter as Montoursville looks to tie this game up. Musina has Harvey to his left. It's going to be a design keeper. It's actually a wildcat. Wasn't Musina, it was Banks. And Banks was limited to 2 yards there It'll be 4th and goal now from the 7.
And they're going to go back to the field goal unit. Tiger defense holds again. We saw a wide left attempt from the far left hash on the first attempt. This time it's going to be right down the middle. So we'll see if there's any more success from this unit.
This will be a 26-yard field goal attempt. As Musina, the quarterback's holding. Good snap, good kick. The kick is up and good this time. So with 8:14 to go in the third quarter, Montoursville gets on the board. Tigers 7, Warriors 3. We'll be back after this break.
PBS Beverage and Pack Sinus and owner Steve Tahansky are proud supporters of Southern Columbia football. His great prices make it an easy decision to stop in and pick out from a variety of your favorite selections. With an easy-to-get-to location on Route 61 between Elysburg and Shamokin, there isn't any other choice than PBS. Check out their Facebook page for deals and hours of operation throughout the week. Call the store at 570-648-8080 for any additional details. Steve Tahansky, alum and supporter of Tiger football. If you are not already a customer, become one.
Back here after that field goal by Holly. He missed a 23-yarder late in the first quarter, but he drills that one from 26 yards out and gets ready to kick it off here. Low runner gets back to Andrews at his own 22. Andrews has an opening. He's out across midfield. Still going, the 40. He's all the way down near the 35-yard line. So a burst of speed by Andrews, and the Tigers have it from the Warrior 35.
Yeah, tried to squib kick that one. It ends up getting all the way back, and Andrews was able to catch it cleanly, take off, and well blocked up front. Give credit where it's due. The Tigers special teams, led by Coach Mike Johnston, really doing a nice job tonight, both in kick return, kickoffs, punts, and extra points. They've been nearly perfect.
Tigers get it off quick. No, they're not going to be able to. Montoursville had 12 men on the field. Handoff goes to Garcia, and Garcia slips up for a loss on the play. In pursuit for Montoursville was Rakestraw, the 225-pound junior. 1-yard loss on the play.
Yeah, just trying to get a short-sided sweep going to get Garcia maybe a cutback lane there, but well strung out by the front four of Montoursville. Results in a no-gain play.
Tigers go back to having McHale at center and Smith at guard, so Leffler not in there right now. Hockenbrock, a design keeper, has some running room, gets to about the 30-yard line for a gain of 6 on the play.
And it was well blocked on the perimeter out there. There was a hole. Hockenbrock able to get some nice positive yardage. I actually thought if he's able to maybe bounce that out all the way to the sideline, especially with his speed, was there enough there to get a first down? But nonetheless, crucial yardage to get to make this a more manageable third down.
3rd and 5 from the 30. Pitch goes to Andrews. Andrews is going to get near the first down. He gets hit out of bounds. He's going to pick up the first down as he gets from the 30 to the 20. So a pickup of 10 on the play moves the sticks for the Tigers' 10th first down in this ball game.
Yeah, and we've really seen them go back to that pitch play over and over again tonight. Clearly saw something in the matchup that they liked, and they've exploited that to their advantage.
Ball just outside the 20. Handoff up the gut to Hyatt. Gets a couple, and that takes us inside the red zone, which is brought to you by Blaze Alexander Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat of Lewisburg, helping you score big on savings, as it's going to be a 3-yard pickup by Pyatt.
Yeah, and a good job by Harvey there for Montoursville, sticking his nose in, getting low. You got to get low to tackle Talon Pyatt. Give a lot of credit there to Harvey, who we've seen make a number of defensive plays this evening.
2nd and 7 from the 17. Reverse from Garcia to Andrews. Andrews ahead near first down yardage. He's going to be right where the marker is at the 10. They're going to stop it, and they're going to call it a first down for the Tigers.
Back to the inside reverse. Creates some misdirection and confusion in that Montoursville second and third level of the defense. Well enough blocked that Andrews was able to go pretty much untouched until he got to the first down marker. Tigers again on the doorstep. This offense has moved the ball really at will all night long.
First and goal from the 10, 5:40 to go in the third quarter. Pyatt on the carry, and tell you what, that young man has not had an inch of space to run through from his fullback position all night.
No, that time it was Landon Moorhart, the 5'10", 265-pound senior defensive lineman. Montoursville just blowing that one up in the backfield. Tried to run a quick down play, get everybody blocking down, but what not doing. Montoursville having none of it, and Pyatt stuffed yet again.
Second and goal now, closer to the 11. Hockenbrock is going to look. He's got a receiver. Fedorov was wide open, but he wasn't able to set his feet to throw it as he was hit by Rakestraw. Fedorov, that would have been his first catch of his career. The three-time All-State linebacker that's the Tigers' all-time leading tackler was open, but not able to come down with it because it wasn't in a spot where he could catch it. Third and goal now. Hockenbrock back to pass, looks, fires, intended for Kissinger, falls incomplete. So fourth down now. Do the Tigers go for it, or do they try the special teams unit and kick a field goal? No, it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field as the coaches are signaling for two receivers set.
Yeah, a couple plays ago, just had the leaking Fedorov out of the back running a drag. Nobody from Montoursville saw him. Hockenbrock under some pressure, saw him late. Malachowski lined up to the far side right. We'll see if they look to target the big body again here in the end zone.
Fourth and goal coming up. Back to pass. Hockenbrock looks. He fires, and it's going to be caught for a touchdown by Braden Andrews. Great throw. Great job of hauling it in by Andrews to come down with it to give the Tigers a 2-score lead with 4:46 to play in this third quarter.
So we've seen him hit that quick slant pattern time and time again tonight. Now they run the counter off of that, the circle wheel route coming out from the backfield. Andrews, I think that's the second time he's gone up and high-pointed a football. Excellent job receiving out of the backfield. Perfect placement from Hockenbrock, and that is well executed for this Southern Columbia offense.
Chase Williams, the long snapper. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and the kick is blocked by Banks. So with 4:46 to go in the third quarter, Southern Columbia 13, Montoursville 3. We'll be back after this break.
Looking to transform your home sweet home? Look no further than Abundant Services, your trusted general contractor and HVAC company. From dreamy renovations to reliable repairs, Abundant Services has got you covered. Their skilled craftsmen bring passion and precision to every project, ensuring your vision becomes a reality. Call Abundant Services at 570-259-6141 for quality craftsmanship and personalized service. Choose Abundant Services.
So it was fitting there, Casey. Andrews had the big kick return to start the drive and finish it off with a 10-yard touchdown reception.
Yeah, really just great job there by Andrews. Dave, we got to watch that extra point block. We've seen it come back to bite the Tigers in the past against Mount Carmel. Now just a 10-point game where a field goal and touchdown could tie it as opposed to requiring a 2-point conversion on a touchdown. Just keep an eye on that as this game moves forward.
We have a penalty on the kickoff. I'd assume it's got to be movement on the Tigers, Casey.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yes, it is. So it'll take the Tigers back 5 yards. You can't have that on a kickoff.
No, you can't. You don't want to have it anywhere, but kickoff, I mean, that's pretty basic. You just can't have it. Another in the laundry, long list of unforced penalties. You know, we've seen a hold or two tonight, Dave. It'd be one thing if they're, holds or plays where you're being really aggressive, maybe in pass coverage and you just get caught. maybe, but the majority of these Tigers penalties are unforced mental mistakes moving before the snap.
Yep. So now Shadle will kick it from his own 35. It's going to be taken by Reeder at his 19. Reeder out across the 30 to the 37-yard line. So all in all, good coverage there by the Tigers.
So where does Montoursville turn now? They've had some big plays that have got them into scoring position, just not able to capitalize. Banks has looked good running the football. Would be surprised to see them go away from him for sure. But when do they try to get Musina rolling a little more in the passing game? They've hit a couple of crossing patterns. The Tigers have struggled to defend that in the past couple of games. Look for potentially Reeder to trying to get going out of that slot spot in the middle of the field.
It's going to be a handoff to Banks, and Martino makes the stop. High tackle, but Martino, good tackle after a gain of 2 as Musina stays in on this drive at the quarterback. Banks picks up 2 on the play.
Yeah, really nice job by Martino coming up. That's one of the shorter carries we've seen Banks really have on first down today.
2nd and 8 from the 39. Going to be about 4 minutes left in the third quarter by the time Musina gets this one off. Trips to the open side of the field. Musina looks, he fires, it's going to be caught for a first down. That pass was caught by Carlos Tira at the 47-yard line, so 8-yard pickup as a player's helmet came off.
Yeah, Tira just a good job there on the slant. From Montoursville, good timing from Musina on schedule, picking up at a first down. They've had no issues, really, Dave, moving it here to start drives. It's been finishing them.
Yep. 1st and 10 after that 8-yard completion at the 47. Now there's going to be trips to the Tigers side of the field.
We'll see if Montoursville maybe looks to try to hit a big one, a passing play out of this trips formation.
Musina back to pass. He looks, he fires, and that's incomplete. Covered on the play by Gallagher. And
extracurriculars.
I don't know how there wasn't a penalty there, as Kingston Fisher from Montoursville, cheap shot right in front of the head official, but he doesn't call it.
Yeah, you see Montoursville go to that trips wide formation. They really like to pass it out of that formation. Knew they were going to try to take a shot over the middle there. Give credit to this Southern Columbia defense. They worked on it all week in practice. They recognized it and were in the proper positions to defend it.
2nd and 10. Tigers leading 13-3 here as Montoursville has it at their own 47. Handoff goes to Banks. Banks is only going to get 2 yards. Chase Williams in there to make the stop, and coming off the bottom of the pile is Fedorov.
See Bremergen come in for the Tigers. NASCAR, they call it defense. Little extra pass rush. An extra safety, and Andrews coming in to play a 2-safety look, expecting pass from Montoursville. But yeah, Dave, Banks really not able to get going this drive. Tigers doing a good job tightening it up in the run defense.
Under 3 minutes to go now in the third quarter, so with limited drives in this game, this is a big third down for Montoursville's offense. 2 receivers to each side. Now it's going to be trips as a man goes in motion. Back to passes Musina, and pressure there by Gallagher forces a quick throw to Banks. Chase Williams on the coverage. The ball falls incomplete. Coach Mills dialed up a nice blitz there, and it's going to force a punting situation for the Warriors.
Yeah, he did. Perfectly timed up. Fires Gallagher off the left side. Way, way too quick from that slow-developing Montoursville play. Near midfield, Tigers are expecting punt.
Yeah,
I guess Montoursville is going to punt it. Interesting. I think it's definitely a spot you could consider going for it. But
well, you have Banks as your punter, so he can certainly run, the leading rusher for the Warriors. But he's going to punt it with his left foot, and he gets off a dandy taken by Andrews at the 16-yard line. Andrews tries to get to the outside. He's across the 30, and he's going to push his way forward to the 35-yard line where the Tigers will take over and try and milk some more clock. That's the big thing right now. Move the sticks, Casey, and keep this clock rolling.
Yeah. We might look back on that decision to punt there, Dave. You punt it to Andrews. I think the net was only about 20 yards on the punt. Not even really gaining a whole lot by punting it. If you're going to punt it, you got to get it out of the field of play so there's no chance of a return. But nonetheless, Southern Columbia, they've moved the ball up and down the field really all night. Let's see if they could go back at it and really put an exclamation point on where this game's at right now.
Handoff goes to Garcia, and he'll get a couple. Going back to that punt, it was a net of 18 yards only as Garcia picks up 2 on the play.
Hey, we see that time and time again in these high school games. When you're not punting at 50, 60 yards like you are in a college or pro game, it just seems to me like it would be better suited, especially when you're near midfield in a close game, to try to go for it. But, hey, that's why I'm up here and they're down there, right, Dave?
You got that right. A lot of experience on the Tigers sideline, that's for sure. Hockenbrock back to pass, play action. He looks, he fires over the head of Malikoski, and there's a flag on the play as he was draped on the play. That's going to be pass interference against Montoursville.
We'll see. I thought that was an uncatchable ball. We'll see if it was maybe a late hit out of bounds or something, Dave.
Pass interference is the call.
Tigers get a break on that one. Good coverage, really double coverage there on Malikoski from, I believe that was more in coverage that they have the penalty on, and Reeder.
So that's only the second penalty against the Warriors, but both have been 15-yarders. Now the Tigers have a 1st and 10 in Montoursville territory at the 48 with 1:35 to go in this third quarter, leading by 10. Reverse from Andrews to Garcia. Garcia finds an inside lane there, and we have another penalty. This one's coming in late. It appears this one's going to be after the play unless the ref had trouble getting his flag out for a hold.
While we wait for the call, give Montoursville credit on these inside reverses. They've done a really good job closing the gaps quickly. Again, it looked like there was some room initially, but the flow of this Montoursville defense is impressive.
Yet another penalty after the Tigers pick up a 1st down. Holding is the call against Southern. That flag came in from the head official about 2 seconds after the play ended.
We've been here certainly at it seems like every drive tonight, 1st and 15, 1st and 20. Honestly, more so tonight than in any other game we've seen. Southern has converted at a high rate. Let's see if they could keep that going here on this drive.
Schmoken leads Lewisburg 17-12 now. Hockenbrock back to pass. He looks, he fires. It's going to be caught by Kissinger, and Kissinger is going to take it to the house. A 58-yard strike from Hockenbrock to Kissinger. Touchdown, Tigers.
Wow, what a bomb there from Hockenbrock. He hit Blaze Kissinger on target, in stride. Kissinger secures it, takes it all the way, and that sophomore connection is heating up. The Tigers' passing game has been electric so far tonight. 1:02 to go in the third quarter. Southern Columbia has erupted. Touchdowns on their last 3 drives. They're rolling now, folks.
That pass was caught in stride. Kissinger didn't have to stop or speed up at all. That was perfect throw as the Tigers will try and go for 2 here to make up for that blocked PAT on the previous touchdown drive. Hockenbrock going to throw it. It's going to be intercepted. You can't return it in high school. So with 1:02 to go in the third quarter, Southern Columbia leads 19-3. We'll be back after this short break.
Bloom Heating LLC, located at 854 Center Street, Cole Township, is your #1 source for heating oil delivery, off-road diesel fuel, boilers, warm air, and ductless AC. Bloom Heating is family-owned and operated and has been providing quality service since 1995. Owner Brett Bloom and his staff will meet all your heating and cooling needs. They even offer 24-hour emergency service. Call them at 570-644-3780. Bloom Heating LLC on Center Street in Tharptown.
Interesting there, Casey.
Yeah.
I think I would have kicked the extra point to make it a...
I was trying to signal down for you there, yeah. So where we're at 19-3 now, it's technically still a 2-score game. Montoursville could score 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points. An extra point from Hudl there would have made it, no matter what, a 3-score game. So certainly an interesting decision there. But nonetheless, they don't convert.
Reeder gets it from his own 18. Takes it out across the 35. Good return across the 40 to the 41-yard line. And Montoursville will get it now, trailing by 2 touchdowns and needing 2 converted 2-point conversions as they start this drive with 55 seconds to go in the third quarter here on Jim Roth Field.
I'm interested to see here, do they abandon the running game in Banks? They've had some success, not as much on the last couple of drives, truth be told, but do they try to go to the air? They haven't had, excluding one big pass play, much success throwing the ball. The Tiger defense is starting to dial up the pressure, but at a certain point you got to go, and nearing the end of the third quarter, I think that time might be now.
And they're going to keep it on the ground. Handoff goes to Banks, and they
fumbled
fumbled the football. It's recovered by the Tigers. Chase Williams gets the recovery, and Southern will take over.
Yep, that ball was out. Great job by Williams to hop on it, and the Tiger defense forces a huge turnover. Their 10th forced turnover of the year, 6th recovered fumble, and Williams comes away with that one. Now, with 47.4 to go in the third quarter, this Southern Columbia offense all of a sudden has a chance to really put this one nearly out of reach.
So the first turnover in this game is against Montoursville, and the Tigers have it in the Warrior territory as Pyatt gets a nice carry of about 5, taking it to Montoursville's 38-yard line.
And here we go, Dave. Dominic Fedorov, the leader of this unit, coming in as a second tight end. Coach Jim Roth looking like he wants to play some power football, but we're not sure. I wouldn't either. I was sort of wondering.
Yeah,
I don't think they're going to run another play
absolutely
here.
Not. So the Tigers fans will give this team a standing ovation, and after 3 quarters, it's going to be Southern Columbia 19, Montoursville 3. The Tigers will start the fourth quarter, 2nd and 5. We'll be back after this break, end of the third quarter on the Black Diamond Sports Network.
Little Village Primitive, Route 54, Elysburg, invites you to welcome the holiday season on Saturday, November 9th at their Yuletide Fair from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Browse the selection of American and homemade goods, lovely garlands, trees, scented candles, baskets, and more. Door prizes and refreshments, too. Can't make it? Shop online 24/7 at lvprims.com. And remember, they ship. We look forward to seeing you on November 9th. Little Village Primitives, Route 54 in Elysburg. Penn's Tavern, a historic waterfront restaurant located along the beautiful Susquehanna River on Route 147 just south of Sunbury and Fisher's Ferry, promises a memorable dining experience. For reservations, phone 570-286-2007. Penn's Tavern, a historic waterfront restaurant, 113 River Road, Route 147, Fisher's Ferry, south of Sunbury.
Back here, and there's still plenty of game to play, Casey, but for the Tigers, this would be massive in the district standings, not only to pick up the win, but to get it against a bigger school, a AAA school in Montoursville, who comes in 5-2. So Tigers are going to be heavy favorites the next 2 weeks, and this, again, should push them up into the top 4 of the district standings if they're able to hold on, as second down is ready to start here at the 38. Hand off to Garcia. Garcia's a little bit of running room. Gets it to the 35-yard line. They'll bring up a 3rd and 2. And the Tigers are going to want to use as much play clock as possible. A couple of score updates. Mount Carmel leads Central Mountain 49-7 early in the third quarter. Mifflinburg 35, Central Columbia nothing. 7:01 to go in the third. And Shamokin leading Lewisburg now 17-12 in the third quarter. Danville leading Loyalsock as well. 3rd and 2 from the 35. Garcia on the carry. Close to first down territory. We'll see if he has it.
The spot is close. It looked from up here like he had it initially, but that spot is right on the line. They're going to actually blow it dead. Coach Roth elected to just go 2 tight ends there that entire time, leaving Fedorov on the field. Just wanted to play power football, pick up that first down. So we do have an injured Tiger, Dave, on the field. Braylon Smith, the Tiger freshman.
So we'll take a break.
Offensive lineman.
We'll be back in about a minute, or if sooner, depending on this, on the Black Diamond Sports Network.
If you're looking to score a touchdown with a new bank, pass the ball over to UNB Bank. Locally owned and operated for over 115 years, UNB Bank provides checking and savings solutions, mobile banking, and low fees. UNB Bank also provides lending that is local with quick response time on applications because decisions are made locally. Score that extra point today with UNB Bank. Call 570-339-1040 or visit unb.bank online. UNB Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
So, Casey, Hughesville leading Warrior Run 17-14. Right now, Warrior Run at 5-2 is the 3rd seed in 2A.
Yeah, big shakeup could be on the way if some of these scores hold, but we do still have a lot of game to play. And after the spot, Dave, short to gain, big 4th down opportunity here for Montoursville to get a stop or Southern Columbia to convert.
4th down and 1 from the 34. It's going to be Hockenbrock, and he's going to have enough for the first down. Good job by the offensive line of getting enough of a surge for the first down, and now Southern's going to be able to use a couple more minutes of clock.
I really like the decision there from Coach Roth. You call the quarterback sneak, but you run it quick out of the huddle, right to the huddle, quick silent snap, catch the defense a little bit flat-footed, easier to get that yard that you need in that situation.
Now it looks like we have an injured Warrior on the play. Landon Moorhart, the senior, needing help to get off the field, but not going to be a stoppage as the Tigers pick up their 13th first down of this Week 8 clash. It's going to be Hockenbrock on the design keeper again. Hockenbrock tries to get to the outside, but Fisher made a nice stop at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, Fisher not fooled on that quarterback keeper again. Fisher's a real solid defensive end. He's had a nice game tonight. Makes the stop there. This Montoursville defense, they're going to have to come up big here. Pin back deep yet again. Going to have to hold this Tiger unit, get the ball back to their offenses. The time is not on their side.
Second and 10. Pitch to Andrews. Nothing on the inside. He's going to try and go to the outside as he's gang tackled by half dozen Warriors for a loss of a yard on the play.
Yeah, blowing up there. Montoursville really attacking the run fit now. Boy, if I'm Coach Roth, you've had such a successful day throwing the football. 3rd and 12 here. I know you're trying to grind some clock, but I would not be afraid to go back to the air. Kissinger, Malikuski, the sophomores have had 2 really nice games catching the football. The backs have each caught it well out of the backfield. I don't think you want to be afraid of letting them try to sling it here, Dave.
3rd and 12 from the 34. 9:30 to go in the 4th. Play action pass. Hockenbrock looks. He throws it incomplete. Almost a good catch by Kissinger, but it hit both of his hands, but he wasn't able to bring it in.
Yeah, he just sailed the pass a little bit, did Hockenbrock. Kissinger broke off that comeback pattern. He was expecting that ball out in front of him. He had to try to turn and reach and grab it at the sideline. Tough play to make, just barely not able to convert on that.
4 down territory for the Tigers. 4th and 12 at Montoursville's 34. Back to pass, and not going to be caught. Tiger fans wanted a pass interference on the D-back Tira on Malakowski, but I think that's a good no call.
Yeah, and just a miscommunication up front from the Tigers. Pressure immediately into the backfield. Give Talon Pyatt some credit. He stepped up and got just enough of the rusher to let Hockenbrock get that out, but clearly rushed on the throw. So Montoursville gets their stop, Dave, and still only a 2-score game with 9:17 to go. Can they put together their first touchdown drive of the game?
Musine is still in there, so we haven't seen Eck in this second half at all. They're staying with the senior. Handoff goes to Banks. He's trying for the Tigers side of the field, and he's going to be stopped after a yard gain. Caius Morrow, good job from his safety spot of maintaining the edge and forcing the running back to come back into the middle. He was part of that tackle, but it allowed 3 other Tigers to get in to make the stop.
Yeah, spot on, Dave. This whole Tiger defense has done a great job with that here in the second half, really tightening up these rushing lanes for Banks.
2nd down from the 36. Handoff to Banks. Banks has some running room. He's out across midfield. Gets to about the Tiger 45-yard line. So a pickup of 19 on the play as Fedorov makes the stop.
And after we just praised the Tigers getting in their run fits, that time they get a little bit out of position. So Banks able to find a pretty big seam up the left side of the field. Big first down and just what Montoursville needed.
Ball spot at the 45. 8:15 to go. Tigers leading 19-3. Play action pass. Looks, fires, complete to Reeder. Reeder's going to have the first down inside the 25-yard line to the 23-yard line as Reeder made the catch for a gain of 22.
We knew they'd try to go back to Reeder in the slot over the middle. That's where they're going to do the most damage through the air. That time able to break free from the Tigers secondary. Pick up a nice chunk, back-to-back chunk plays here for Montoursville. Has them rolling near the red zone.
Ball's at the 23. Musina hands the ball off to Harvey this time. And he's going to get inside the red zone. And this red zone potential scoring drive is driven by Blaze Alexander, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat of Lewisburg, helping you score big on savings.
Really nice jump cut in the hole there from Harvey Dave to make a tackle or miss. Pick up 7 on the play.
Yeah, the usually short tackle attempt by Fedorov.
It's not an easy man to make miss.
Over 500 tackles in his historic career. 2nd and 3 from the 16. Harvey has it, and he's going to go into the end zone untouched for the touchdown from 16 yards out.
Boy, back to the same play, basically 3 straight times. We just got done saying the Tigers' run fits have been good, but a nice minor adjustment made there by Montoursville. Getting the backs into the correct gap, and they just gashed the Tigers down the field. Strike quickly. Now they have to go for 2 to, and like we mentioned earlier, Dave, a 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden, this is a 1-score football game.
So a big special teams play coming up here as Harvey scores with 6:54 to go in this football game. If they don't convert it, they're going to almost certainly kick an onside kick, I'd assume. Musina's throw is going to be incomplete. It looked like it was going to be caught, but Morrow on the coverage. Good job there of breaking up the pass.
Yeah, it was. Nice job by Morrow. Musina threw a bullet in there, gave his receiver a chance to make the play at the goal line. Tigers defense, though, stands tall on the conversion, and it's funny how that happens. Montoursville, what's appeared to be in a momentum-shifting drive, but now all of a sudden Southern Columbia still up 2 scores, coming up with the stop. I think feel like they have a little bit of the momentum themselves.
So do you kick the onside kick here, Casey? I almost think you have to.
Boy, with 6:54 to go, I really think you could go either way. If this was like a pro or a college game, I think no question you would kick it deep, but in this situation, I certainly would not hate kicking it short, and it does look like they're lined up for the onside kick here.
So the hands team in for the Tigers. The 3 men in the front line, Malachowski, Gallagher, and Hopper. On the side they're going to be kicking to. It's going to be Wenzenovich, Gavin Brown, and Reamer. Second line. So Hawley will set up for the onside kick attempt. And he kicks it, and it's not going to go 10 yards. But Gallagher gets on it just in case. So the Tigers will have possession at the Montoursville 49.
That might have had a chance, Dave. That was rolling flat. If you could have timed it perfectly at the 50 and the sideline corner. But good job by Gallagher nonetheless, getting the hands on it. So Montoursville still has all 3 timeouts. Southern Columbia just went 4 and out basically on their last drive. Montoursville going to be flying hard to the running game. This is when Southern Columbia has had some struggles running the football. Now, they've been great tonight running it and last week. Can they put together a game-clinching drive here?
Certainly going to keep it on the ground as the handoff goes to Andrews. Montoursville is going to sell out on the running game, so this could be a good opportunity for a play-action pass on 3rd down.
Oh, I would even maybe think about trying it here, Dave. Montoursville has 10 guys in the box, and they are all flying to the ball. I'd go right back to that play-action post route to the wing back, leaking out from the backfield. I'm not sure if Montoursville would have anybody covering. If you could get the execution done quick, you'd have a chance to hit a big one.
Both teams 3 timeouts each. 6:15 to go in this game. Tigers lead 19-9. It's going to be a handoff to Garcia. Garcia is going to try and get the edge. He gets to about the 45, does a good job of staying in bounds to keep the clock rolling.
Okay, Dave, so there, instead of maybe trying to take the shot and bait him into playing full run coverage, Coach Roth elects to spread him out, go 2 wide, 2 backs, only 1 back in the backfield, and run the fly sweep to try to get a little more space for his offense to operate.
I think Garcia's down on the play. So he gets up gingerly, trying to run off, limping. It's going to have to be a replacement of a player as Hopper will come in for him. 6-yard pickup by Garcia.
Garcia is able to hobble off on his own power, thankfully. So we'll keep an eye on that for you. But good job by him to get 5, make this 3rd down more manageable. Hopper coming into the game now. We saw him with the touchdown conversion earlier on.
His lone carry, 3-yard touchdown to start the scoring late in the 2nd quarter as the Tigers went into the break leading 7-0, now up 19-9. 3rd down and a long 4 from the Montoursville 44. Reverse from Hopper to Andrews, and Andrews is going to get enough for the 1st down. That's a huge 1st down for the Tigers.
Yeah, it was. Dialed up that inside reverse one more time. Andrews with a burst through the line, really well executed in the handoff. You got to watch that as Hopper just came in for one of his only plays of the day.
Yeah.
He has to execute that inside handoff. Easier said than done, but they do it to perfection, and Andrews picks up a really, really massive 1st down for the Tigers.
Well, Hopper, if there's a man for ball security, he's been a standout shortstop for the Tigers in his first 2 seasons, so take that for what it's worth as the ball's at the 39-yard line. Tigers, I think, moved early there.
Are you surprised by that?
Not at all, because it's a first down.
Hard to believe, man. It really is. Wow.
So a false start makes it now 1st and 15 from the 44.
Dave, what do you have them down there on your stats for penalties?
That's the 10th.
Seems about right.
But Casey, in reality, the clock now keeps going. Eat another 25 seconds off. That's one thing they change years back in college and in the NFL, where, because you're basically benefiting the offense with the clock for a mistake.
Yeah, it's a rule that really should be fixed at all levels, truthfully.
1st and 15. Handoff goes to Hopper. Hopper's going to break a tackle, gets the original first down marker back, and picks up 3 additional yards. So an 8-yard pickup there by Hopper on his second carry of the night.
Hopper with some juice back there, breaking a tackle, picking up some positive yardage. Just another back out of this plethora of very young backs.
Shocking score update. After the third quarter, no scoring in the third quarter. Danville only leading Loyalsock 14-3.
Yeah, that's much tighter than many of us would have expected.
Southern blew Loyalsock out, shut him out in a Mercy Rule game to start their winning this season. However, their starting quarterback did not play in that one. 2nd and 7 coming up. Handoff to Andrews. Andrews is not going to get anything. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
It's just interesting to see. It seems like week to week, Dave, there's different scores that surprise us throughout the district for sure, and even the state. Teams playing a little more competitive, or some blowouts when you don't see it, some upsets. It's been, like I mentioned in the pregame show, a lot of parity across the district. Dave, with 3.5 minutes and counting to go here, I think it's time you start thinking about your Chickatano Ace Hardware game-changing moment.
I know what I'm going to pick if this score holds, but I am shocked Montoursville didn't burn a timeout there.
Well, you got to figure you got to get 2 stops. I think you try to play this third down out.
3rd and 7 from the 36. Hockenbrock on a design keeper gets about 4. Good lead block there by Pyatt, and now there's an injured player on the field for Montoursville. So Hockenbrock picks up 3. And Casey, let's talk about that game-changing moment.
Yeah. Okay, so for me, Dave, I'm going to go back to the first half. The catch on 3rd and 18 by Grady Garcia, the circle route out of the backfield, contested, finally able to get the Tigers into a position where they could score. They converted so many times on 3rd down and 4th down in that half, but just not able to come away with points. That one set them up to score. I think getting that first 7 broke the ice for the Tigers.
I agree. I was going to go with that at the half, unless something drastically changed here in the second half. So that Garcia 18-yard catch to set up the Hopper touchdown is my vote for the game-changing moment as well. And the game-changing moment brought to you by Chickatano Ace Hardware.
Yeah, they average 40 years of experience in the appliance industry. Call 570-339-1453 or stop by and talk appliances with the experienced and knowledgeable staff at Chickatano Ace Hardware, 27 North Oak Street, Mount Carmel, where they service what they sell.
And there's actually 2 players down from Montoursville here. I don't know if they ran into each other, 2 of the interior linemen. So with that, we're going to take an injury timeout. We'll be back to finish this drive after this break.
Tonight's high school football game between the Montoursville Warriors and Southern Columbia Area Tigers is brought to you by Dolly's Diner and Greg's Coffee, located across Loyalsock Avenue from Walmart in Montoursville. Dolly's Diner serves an outstanding breakfast, lunch, and dinner menu Monday to Saturday from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Sunday from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. To order online for pickup, visit their website at dollysdinerpa.com or call them at 570-369-3100 for pickup, or dine in at 707 Clare Road, Montoursville, or visit our Williamsport locations on East 3rd Street on the Golden Strip or at Park Avenue next to the UPMC.
So the injured players helped off. Not able to put any pressure on his one leg was Fisher, and the other man was Banks, who got hurt on offense on his first carry in the first half. So a 4th down coming up here.
Interesting outside here at 2 minutes, I guess, Dave. They continue to run the clock after
Yep.
that injury timeout. So Montoursville not going to stop it. They're going to play. Basically, they got to get this stop here.
Yeah, if they don't get this stop, it's going to take a miracle to pull off the comeback. So 4th down and 3. Tigers looking to ice it as they have it from the Warrior 32. And it's going to be to Garcia. And I don't think he has it. No, he doesn't. He doesn't come anywhere close. No gain on the play. So a turnover on downs gives more life to Montoursville.
They went back to the jet sweep there. Garcia was actually able to make the first 2 guys miss, but by that time the interior linebackers from Montoursville were able to step up and make a play. So 2:10 to go. Montoursville still with all 3 timeouts as they elected to hold them there. They're going to have to score twice to be able to tie this game up.
If you're the Tigers secondary, you have to give a little bit of room to not get beat over the top as Musina's back to pass. He looks, he fires. It's going to be caught by Crawford near the Tigers' side of the field. That's Crawford's first catch. Gets out of bounds after picking up 7 on the play.
You're going to run a 2-minute drive, exactly what you need from Musina. Get out of the pocket, pick up a positive play on 1st down just to get the momentum building. You can take your shot here on your 2nd or 3rd play for sure, but get that drive moving with a good completion, out of bounds, stopping the clock.
2nd and 3 from the 39 with 2:05 to go. Musina back to pass. He's looking. He's going to scramble, and he's going to be stopped near the line of scrimmage by Fedorov. I don't know if that's a sack or not, but it's going to be a hold. I don't know if he got him behind the line of scrimmage. Certainly looks like a hold on Montoursville by 2 different players. Defensive holding.
Defensive holding against
the
Tigers. So that changes things. After the nice stop, it's actually going to be an automatic 1st down for Montoursville with the clock stopping. David, initially, I didn't know if Musina was going to see Mikowski coming off the edge.
Yeah, he blindsided.
I thought he was going to get absolutely smacked. But a good job by him to step up. We'll have to get further clarification later on that defensive hold. Nonetheless, 1st down. The clock is running, though, for Montoursville.
They have it at their own 49. Musina passes it to Harvey. Harvey breaks a tackle, and he's still going, and he's going to go the distance. Somehow the Tigers didn't catch him and make the stop. 51-yard touchdown pass to Harvey. This game is not over, folks.
Hold on a second, folks. Montoursville, beaten and battered up, limping over the field, will not go away quietly. They execute a rapid touchdown drive, barely taking any time at all, under 30 seconds off the clock. Now, a 2-point conversion away from only an extra point away from being down 3 points. Wow. A massive breakdown by the Tigers' perimeter defense. A simple swing pattern to the running back goes to the distance.
That's not what the Tigers needed, as Hawley's kick is up, and his kick is good. We have a late flag coming in.
While we wait for this flag, Dave, the decision quickly by Montoursville to hold all 3 of their timeouts now becomes very big, because even if they don't recover this onside kick, they can still get this ball back with enough time to kick a field goal.
Yes, they certainly can. So,
still waiting on a call from the officials on what the penalty is. Still waiting, Dave.
Well, this would be huge if it was against Montoursville, but it's
unsportsmanlike against the Tigers.
Wow, so now it's going to be 15 yards. Oh. So the kick is good, and we'll take a 30-second break.
Studio 207, located at 707 North Liberty Street in Shamokin, celebrates 30-plus years in business. Christy, Danielle, Colette, Bethany, Carson, and Alicia are always happy to help clients with beautiful hair color, haircuts, and hair styling. Needs for men, women, and children of all ages. Studio 207 also offers manicures, pedicures, nails, and eyelash extensions and brow laminations. Open Tuesday through Saturday by appointment only. Call 570-644-1277. Studio 207, Liberty Street, Shamokin. So Montoursville with 1:33 to go here in the fourth quarter, trailing the Tigers by 3, will attempt their second onside kick here of the game. Again, they strike quick off the long touchdown pass. Well, I shouldn't say long touchdown pass. A simple swing pattern out to the right results in a long yard after catch and touchdown. Just when Southern Columbia thought they were about to seal the deal, Montoursville is going to have an onside kick to try to get this football back.
So Hawley attempting the onside kick. And it's going to be recovered by the Tigers. I think Gallagher there again, yes.
Boy,
so
really gutsy. Hey, they had 2 or 3 Montoursville guys barreling right at him. Give a lot of credit to Gallagher for securing that one. But now, Dave, we talked about it again. But just to reiterate, 1:30 on the clock, Montoursville down by 3. If they can force a 3 and out, they do have all 3 timeouts remaining where they could stop the clock. This game is still not over because they did not recover that onside kick. Tigers would need a first down to ice this game at this point.
And the Tigers are back deep because of the 15-yard penalty. It's going to be a handoff up the gut to Pyatt as Montoursville will use a timeout, and so will we. 1:24 to go in this game. Tigers leading 19-16.
Need a dependable contractor for your next project with over 90 years of combined experience? Look no further than H&P Construction of Coltmont. H&P Construction is an experienced general contractor dedicated to their clients' needs, offering residential and commercial services. Professionalism, quality construction, and attention to detail have earned them a reputation in our area. For a free estimate on your next project, call 570-373-1605 or contact them online at hpconstruction.net. Let's work together. H&P Construction in Coltmont. At Weaver's Tire Service Inc., their number one priority is customer satisfaction. Family owned and operated since 2010, serving the Susquehanna Valley and surrounding communities. Weaver's, conveniently located at 411 Point Township Drive in Northumberland, is open Monday through Saturday. Shop for passenger and commercial tires, including farm, industrial, and OTR, online at weaverstires.com.
2nd and 6 coming up. Pyatt picked up 4 on that first down carry. Montoursville, 2 timeouts remaining. Handoff goes to Andrews, and Andrews busts through. He's got a first down and more. He's at the 40, the 30. He's down to about the 20-yard line. Great run there by Andrews.
Gutsy run there. Montoursville sells out, tries to stop it. They bottle him up near the line of scrimmage, but Andrews busts through with the big one, speeds down the sideline, and all but ices this game for the Tigers.
So an injured player for Montoursville. We'll take another break.
The Plumbing Outlet, your local kitchen, bathroom, plumbing, and heating specialist, is proud to sponsor area athletics. Keep the Plumbing Outlet in mind if you need a new coal, oil, or gas boiler. The Plumbing Outlet also carries a full variety of kitchen and bathroom cabinets and accessories. Before you buy, visit your hometown specialist at the Plumbing Outlet on Route 61 between Shamokin and Coltmont. Give them a call at 570-648-0711 or visit their website at plummingoutlet.com.
So that run, Casey, puts Andrews over 100 yards rushing for the 3rd straight game. We mentioned career high 204 last week.
Yeah, we mentioned last week before coming into the game, it was one of the lowest rushing totals we've seen at a team of Southern Columbia up through the first part of the season, but Andrews blowing the door off of that, now approaching 700 yards on the season, or possibly over 700 yards.
Why is the clock stopped? I guess he went out of bounds, apparently.
He did go out of bounds.
Okay. So, handoff goes to Garcia. Ball security is a must at this point. He picks up a yard on the play, and now we're inside the red zone. Potential scoring drive driven by Blaze Alexander, and we'll take a break. No, we'll keep it here. Okay, so Montoursville will have one more timeout remaining. Casey, is my math wrong? You might as well just knee it.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm kind of confused at why they're running the football. I think if you kneel this out, kneel it out again. Well, nonetheless, the Tigers on the verge of victory in what has been a really closely contested game. First half, not a lot of scoring. Tigers break through at the end of it. Then they break out to a big lead here in the second half, but give all the credit in the world to Montoursville for not quitting. They fight back, get a quick score, had a chance to potentially get an onside kick with a chance to tie or win the game. But really competitive football game, one of the best certainly that we've seen this Southern Columbia team play up to this point this season, I think, no doubt. Right, Dave?
Yeah, absolutely. But a game that was 19-3 with just under 7 minutes to go in the game, certainly coming down to the wire. It's going to be a handoff to Andrews. Andrews is going to get a first down, and that will almost certainly do it.
And smartly by Andrews, instead of going out of bounds, just slides down inbounds. Going to force Montoursville to either use their final timeout or just wave the white flag on defeat.
So that will probably do it.
Yeah, Montoursville, the clock is running now, not electing to take that final timeout that they have. Tigers going to come out in victory formation here, Dave. Really, really hard fought, and to hold them off at the end, tough win for Southern Columbia.
So Hockenbrock takes the knee, and that's going to do it. A hard-fought win by Southern Columbia, and Ronald Reagan's presidency is still the last time the Tigers had a 3-game losing streak, so they snap it with a big win, not just to gain momentum, but also in the district standings. And Casey will wrap this up. All total the stats. What a game. What a win for the Tigers.
What a game indeed. The clock officially strikes 0. Southern Columbia wins it 19-16. When we come back, we'll bring you the post-game stats, recap the game, take a look at what's next for the Tigers, and more. You're listening to the best of Coal Region and Central Susquehanna Valley football on the Black Diamond Sports Network, where you can always get your game on. Irish Isle Provision Company, 911 West Arch Street, Cole Township, specializes in USDA choice prime cuts of beef, chicken, pork, and veal. Imported deli meats and cheeses, along with brand name cold cuts, are also available. In addition, they offer a variety of seafood. Check out the family pack specials and save. Phone-in orders are accepted at 570-648-6893 with local delivery optional. Delivery to restaurants, diners, delis, hoagie shops, etc. can be arranged. Earl Sheriff, owner-operator. Shine a light on your business with Lauer Media Company, just as they are proud to shine a light on tonight's game. Locally owned and operated, yet globally minded, Lauer Media Company offers custom solutions to grow your business through digital marketing and their business-to-business sales system. Visit Lauer Media Company at lauermediaco.com, and together they will make your future bright. Pave It Inc. since 1987, servicing the surrounding area within a 100-mile radius. Free estimates available for both residential and commercial properties. Pave It Inc. Professional services include asphalt paving, seal coating, excavation, and utility services. Concrete delivery with a 1-yard minimum, concrete block, and in-ground pool installation. Call Pave It Inc. at 570-988-1899. Check out their website, paveit-inc.com, and their Google reviews. Pave It Inc., the area's paving experts. Are you in the market for a new dentist? Look no further than Hirsch Family Dentistry in Mount Carmel. Doctors Allison and David and their professional staff provide comprehensive dental care for patients of all ages. Your dental health and hygiene are very important, and regular dental checkups will keep your smile bright. Most insurance plans accepted. Hirsch Family Dentistry, 138 South Market Street, Mount Carmel. Give them a call at 570-339-3423 or check them out on Facebook. Hirsch Family Dentistry in Mount Carmel. Life is full of surprises. That's where Myers & Lynch Insurance comes in. Whether it's auto, home, life, or business insurance, they protect what matters most to you. An unexpected fender bender? Don't worry, Myers & Lynch Insurance will handle the paperwork so you can focus on getting back on track. Secure your future. Visit their website at myersandlynch.com or call Myers & Lynch Insurance at 570-644-0371 because life's too precious not to be protected. Aaron's, located at 152 State Route 901 Cole Township, has all your favorite brands with the Aaron's Low Price Guarantee. Shop your favorite electronics, furniture, appliances, and more when you visit the Cole Township Aaron's store. No credit is needed, and you can choose the lease ownership plan that works best for you. Cole Township Aaron's also offers free delivery and setup, and you will always get the highest level of service. Satisfaction guaranteed. Call 570-648-9700. Visit Aaron's at 152 State Route 901 Cole Township or shop online at aarons.com. Welcome back here to the Black Diamond Sports Network, live from Jim Roth Field and Tiger Stadium. The Southern Columbia Tigers break a 2-game losing streak, avoid to what Dave mentioned before he went down onto the field, a 3-game losing streak, which hasn't been done since before Ronald Reagan was in office, all the way back to the early 80s. So, that's just an incredible streak that the Tigers and coaching staff have accomplished throughout multiple decades. But a gutsy win against a quality 5-2 coming into tonight's game Montoursville team that battled to the bitter end. Really, really solid win in what, to my eye, was the Tigers' best performance so far of the season. Today's post-game stats are being brought to you by the Welsh family, GDK Development of Shamokin, and subsidiaries Burger King with locations in Elysburg and Sunbury. We'll start first with the visiting Montoursville. Leading them on the ground today, Christian Banks, their standout running back, 16 carries for 88 yards, unable to get into the end zone, however. He had a team-high 13 rushing touchdowns coming into tonight's game. Harvey had 5 carries for 48 yards. He did have a touchdown, the only touchdown on the ground for Montoursville. And Eck had 1 carry for 3 yards in the first half. Through the air, Musina was 5 for 13 on the game, 132 yards and a touchdown. That touchdown came late and off the swing pass to Harvey, the 51-yarder, got Montoursville into a 1-score game and a chance to come back and win this thing. Would not end up happening, though. Also on the receiving end, Reeder had 2 catches for 66 yards. Tyra had a catch for 8 yards, and Crawford 1 catch for 7 yards. 10 first downs for Montoursville, only 2 penalties, 2 15-yard penalties on the night. No fumbles, either, no interceptions, a clean game in the turnover department. I do actually think Dave has that wrong, though. There was a fumble. Clearly there was a fumble that resulted in Chase Williams turning the tide there for the Tigers late in that one. So that is the only fumble or turnover for Montoursville. Post-game stats brought to you by GDK Development of Shamokin. Proud supporters of all local and youth sports. The Welsh family has been in business for decades and thanks you for supporting them and their local businesses, which include the Elysburg and Sunbury Burger King restaurants. Again, thank you for your many years of support and good luck, area athletes and teams, this sports season from the Welsh family and GDK Development of Shamokin. For the Tigers, again, victorious tonight by a score of 19-16. They were led on the ground by junior Braden Andrews. He had 18 carries for 113 yards. Grady Garcia, 12 carries for 24 yards. Talon Pyatt, 11 carries, 24 yards. Aiden Hockenbrock moving a little bit himself, 6 carries for 25 yards, a couple of big runs. And Caden Hopper in, 2 carries just for 11 yards, but the first was the first touchdown of the game, a 3-yard plunge for the Tigers. Through the air, Hockenbrock was efficient and effective all night long. 9 completions for 9 for 16. 161 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. On the receiving end, Blaze Kissinger had 3 catches, 81 yards and a touchdown. Braden Andrews, 3 catches, 43 yards and a touchdown. Grady Garcia had an 18-yard, a crucial 18-yard catch at that, and Jace Malikuski, 2 catches for 19 yards. 15 first downs in all for the Tigers, who moved the ball up and down the field all night. But let's count them up. The story for many weeks, the Tigers lived to tell the tale tonight, but I have heard them in the past. Penalties 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Count them, 12, and even dozen penalties. Something the Tigers, win or lose, they're going to have to clean up in a big way if they're going to want to have any postseason success. Postgame stats were brought to you by the Welsh family, GDK Development of Shamokin, and its subsidiaries, the Burger King, with locations in Elysburg and Sunbury. Be right back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Black Diamond Sports Network. Back here on the Black Diamond Sports Network. Apologize, Dave Fegley, our great play-by-play guy and on-field reporter now, forgot to take Southern Columbia's kicker, Preston Shadle's phone down to him. Preston provides the pregame music, so we had a quick audible and find that phone for his father, who was looking to get out of here after a great game from Preston and the special teams unit. So with the win for Southern Columbia, they get back to 500 on the year, 4-4. With a chance to maybe put some wins together, they travel next week to Bloomsburg and finish the season out against Shikellamy, 2 teams that on paper you would expect the Tigers to have a substantial advantage in. Of course, you got to play the games, but looking ahead, the Tigers maybe could use this tough-fought win over a very tough 5-2 coming into the game again, Montoursville AAA school, to propel them into the postseason. Now, Coach Rata has turned some teams around in recent years. Just a couple years ago, 3 losses in the regular season. Couldn't stop the Roth as he led that team to yet another state championship. 7 consecutive state championships. Certainly this youthful bunch for the Tigers has had their ups and downs throughout the year. But hey, never say never with the greatest coach in Pennsylvania high school football history. They're going to keep working, keep grinding, and keep getting better and better each week. Tonight, again, certainly was their best effort of the season. We want to remind you that you can always access live and updated scores for all Black Diamond Sports Network broadcasts by accessing our X account at Black Diamond SN. Over a decade of broadcasting excellence. It's actually over 2 decades now. But let's check some final scores for you with that note. Mifflinburg, a final over Central Columbia, 56-0. So Mifflinburg with 3 wins in a row after starting the season 0-5. They're getting hot. Mount Carmel defeats Central Mountain by a score of 49-20. That game's a final. Mount Carmel, after a really tough loss and a hard-fought game against Danville last week, picks up a win. Shamokin remains undefeated on the season, moves to 8-0 in a low-scoring battle against undefeated Lewisburg, 17-12. Still looking for a Danville score in our Black Diamond Sports Network threads, but remember, check our X account at Black Diamond SN, where we'll have final scores for all our coverage area teams following the conclusion of those games. At this time, we're going to take a moment to thank a number of patrons who helped us bring you tonight's game. During his high school career for the Bloomsburg Panthers, Dave McCormick excelled in the classroom, on the gridiron, and wrestling. McCormick took the skills he learned at West Point, where he received a commission in the Army. On the battlefields during Desert Storm, Dave McCormick reflected on great times playing high school football and wrestling at both Bloomsburg High and the U.S. Military Academy as a relief from the conflict at hand. The Army had a recruiting motto in the 1980s, be all that you can be. Dave McCormick encourages all area athletes to be all you can be. Columbia County Commissioners Dean Brewer, Randy Karchner, and David Kovach extend their best wishes to all our area athletes, as do Northumberland County Commissioners Joseph Klebon, Megan Beck, and Sam Chicatano. They're proud of all county students and student athletes in the Danville, Mount Carmel, Shamokin, and Southern Columbia school districts. Tonight's game was also brought to you in part by State Representative Robert Ledbetter, proudly supporting students in their academic and athletic pursuits across all of Columbia County, and State Senator Linda Schlegel-Culver was also proud to help bring tonight's game on the Black Diamond Sports Network, as was State Representative Joanne Stair. Joanne is proud of the student athletes in Mount Carmel, Shamokin, and Southern Columbia. Also, Congressman Dan Muser is working hard to serve the 12 counties of the 9th Congressional District, including Columbia, Montour, Northumberland, and Schuylkill counties. Congressman Muser wishes all area athletes success in their endeavors both on and off the field of play and is ready to serve all his constituents. You can contact Congressman Muser at muser.house.gov. And in a first of my Black Diamond career, we're still on the air when Dave Fegley has made it back up to the field. So, Dave, I've just talked for 20 straight minutes, helped Mr. Shadle find his son's phone that he forgot to take down to the field. I think we have to say one more time thanks to all of our sponsors. Sure would be nice of you to come on in here and help me read these final sponsors. Dave doing a great job on the field, conducting his interviews. Be sure to check out his articles that he writes on the game on, where are we at tomorrow, Dave? News Item and Press Enterprise?
News Item, Press Enterprise, and PA Football News. So this is weird. I can't remember the last time I closed it out. But these sponsors tonight, Aaron's Abundant Services, Academy Sports Center, Bernie Romanowski Chapter of the PA Sports Hall of Fame, Best Cleaners, Blaze Alexander of Lewisburg, Bloom Heating, Breakthrough Sewer and Drain, the Crossroads Group, GDK Development and the Welsh Family, Griggs Coffee, H&P Construction, Hirsch Family Dentistry, Irish Isles Provision Company, Kaiser Brothers, Klasick and Associates, Lauer Media Company, Little Village Primitives, Manny Chiropractic Clinic, Myers and Lynch Insurance, The News Item, Old City Bagel Company, Paveit, PBS Beverage and owner Steve Tahansky, Penn's Tavern, PIAA Officials, The Plumbing Outlet, Pretty Petals and Gifts by Susan, Rennell Road Armor Insurance, Road Armor Springer Tax and Financial Services, Chicatano Ace Hardware, Shimox Furniture World, State Farm Agent Darla Fozzie, Studio 207, Sunbury Motors Kia, the Susquehanna Valley Education Project, UNB Bank, and Weaver's Tire Service. So Southern Columbia gets back to 500 and avoids their first 3-game losing streak since Ronald Reagan was the President of the United States of America. So, we thank everybody for listening. Join Casey and I next week as we will be at Bloomsburg in Week 9 as the Tigers take on the Panthers. Have a great weekend. Good night, everyone.